Picking up the pieces as I break, you're sharpening the words till the light raises, sinking into my skin. I can't take this, leave me here in my sin. Let go! You say that I'm just a joker. You know the way to get into my head. And now we just fight like we're enemies, hanging on by a thread. I've been waiting all of my life just to tear down the walls. Do we need to pray? Or tell me how we lost our way? Light me up and watch me go. But I've got time. There's something inside of me, and I still believe I'll find. There's nothing that I could be to make you believe I tried. Calm as an ocean, caught in the moment, held out your hand and I fell in. Now I'm a prisoner, sentenced to life here. Is it my fault I'm suffering? You destroyed my life and ruined every chance I had twice. An apology would be nice, but I've got time. There's something inside of me, and I still believe I'll find. There's nothing that I could be to make you believe. Physically, I broke in cold, but still I'll cry. Calm as an ocean, through the thick and the thin of the waves. You had my devotion, and then you threw it all away. Picking up the pieces as I break, you're sharpening your words till the light raises. I just couldn't care less for your sadness. Why do you make me feel this way? Why do you make me feel this way? Watch me go, take what's mine and shut it down. All because of you I fail. Go and ruin someone, but I've got time. There's something inside of me, and I still believe I'll find. There's nothing that I could be to make you believe. There's nothing that I could be to make you believe I tried.
race, wither and rot, declaring with the final breath. Eternal fear is the fate, where's the death? Where's the death? But no one's gonna save us if we won't fucking save ourselves. Our best intentions pain our lives here and now. With apocalyptic ways, but not doing it. And there's no
Welcome, everyone. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Lewis, I'm going to pop into the Discord right now. Give me a sec. We're gonna have a lot to talk about tonight while we watch Phil get fucking bodied in Street Fighter 6 playing E Honda.
Good. I'm good. I watched my dog. He didn't poop, but he did poop when I walked him this morning.
Sometimes it seems like that's all dogs do is poop, eat, and sleep, kind of like cats.
It's a regular Phil stream when we're talking about poop.
You?
Poop. Yeah.
I have every Transformers movie released so far. The one animated and all the live action on my digital account.
Man,
which is your favorite?
I've only seen the first one of the live action. I saw the animated one so many years ago. I don't remember anything about it. But I'm not a big Transformers. If you want to talk like...
if you have the animated movie, you have a piece of Leonard Nimoy's career.
Oh, yeah. He did Omnicron's voice.
Galvatron.
Huh? Galvatron.
Evening, Jarrell.
Also, he did Sentinel Prime, I think, in the live-action movie.
Oh, wow, cool.
Which one did you see the new one, Prophet? Rise of the Beast?
Not yet. Actually, I'm probably gonna rent it tomorrow night, or maybe I'll buy it. I don't know.
I bought it digitally, so I own it. I bought it.
Is it good? How good is it?
So far, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I had to restart, but I'm enjoying so far what I like.
I've liked all the Transformers films. Like, it's a guilty pleasure, right? It's to turn your brain off, just enjoy it.
Unicron.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie, Megan Fox kind of ruined it for me.
Not just the Megan Fox. I think Shia LaBeouf got kind of boring as well.
Yeah, he definitely ruined the Crystal Skull for me. I will say that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So, in the new one, they made reference to his character, that he was in
Did they?
the sun.
Well, I thought Rise of the Beast was before. It was a prequel. I thought that was the whole thing.
I'm talking about in the Indiana Jones movie. I saw something say they made reference.
Oh, he's dead. He died.
Character.
He died, like, in a motorcycle accident or something. I thought. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it because it's going to be bad. Oh, fuck it. I don't give a shit. It's a shit movie. Ruined Indiana Jones for me. Oh, no, I'm dead.
Yeah, I
Apple TV treating you. The one that I told you to get the 4K version. You like it, Prophet, or no?
Well, there's even a newer one now, Lewis, so I got to get... My plan is to get that here shortly.
I don't know if I should get that newer one, or should I just stick with the one I have?
If you have a TV that supports HDMI 2.1, then you get it. If you don't, there's no point.
I don't think so. My TV supports... I don't have 120 on my Xbox, but I do get the refresh rate. I get everything else that you can access, except for the Dolby Digital and the one.
Yeah, then don't worry about it. We'll see what Phil does here tonight, because this is going to be some... We're going to talk about the new PC that he got, that some dent bought him for 650 Canadian dollars, which is a disaster for him.
Hi, Joel. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And Trophy, as far as the miner goes, Prophet said that Linus from Linus Tech Tips said there's one, and I trust him. He seems to know his shit.
If you want to know about... So basically, this PC, we'll talk about it here later on as well. It's a Chinese knockoff of a developer called B-Link. And they use the exact same manufacturer and the exact same factory in China. When you look everything up on this trig, whatever it is, right? This stuff gets really sketchy because it's like an AliExpress knockoff, right? That's where it originated from, was AliExpress. So all they did is they ripped off B-Link, they changed out a couple pieces of hardware, and that was it. And sold it for 650 Canadian dollars. But installed on it under the network card driver is a Bitcoin miner. So if you read a lot of the reviews on it on Amazon, you read the 1 stars, people are complaining, it shuts off, it overheats. That's because while in the background, it's mining Bitcoin.
How angry do you think he wants to play Chrono Trigger so bad I hope he bricks it.
Well, the thing is with the Chrono Trigger for on Steam requires like absolutely no resources. It's like system requirements is like a Core i3 with an Intel integrated 5030 graphics, so old.
I thought someone had actually given him a Steam Deck.
That's what we all thought. That was the theory. It was either going to be a Steam Deck or it was going to end up being a it's going to be Steam Deck or it's going to be a new arcade fight stick because he's begging for an arcade fight stick as well right now, right?
Yeah.
For his PlayStation
He
5.
already wants another one of those. I saw that.
Yeah, he was bitching this morning about he needs to have he's got to get this new fight stick for the PlayStation 5 and he's really pushing for that $300 fucking one, right?
He's pushing for the same exact Hori one he has, but
yeah, the Hori one will be fine. You get that. But again, it's Phil, right? He's got to have the best. Now, if he doesn't get the best,
that's the consumer in him.
Do you like the DC animated movies, Prophet?
No, I haven't watched much of those.
We're getting a Crisis on Infinite Earth animated movie plus a Watchmen animated movie next year.
I thought they already had a Crisis on Infinite Earth animated movie.
They've done it a couple times, but it hasn't been like
the big Crisis event. It was Crisis on Tour, meaning the Crime Syndicate. That was a Crime Syndicate animated movie.
Yeah.
Earth 3.
Where all the heroes on Earth 1 are basically, or Earth Prime are basically bad guys, right?
And all the bad guys are good guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you supered me shit.
And I don't think those were, I think those are old enough that they're not mainstream DC AU also.
And supposedly James Gunn is saying all the new stuff he's working on, the same actors are going to do the voices for animated projects if those characters are animated.
Oh yeah, Damien, the stick is more important than Jasper's blood test. A lot of people have already commented on that.
Jasper. He does not take care of that cat at all.
He doesn't give a shit about Jasper.
Not
a fucking chance. He doesn't give a shit about Jasper at all.
Sorry. Like I said in chat, sorry if I'm a little hyper tonight. I drank a Monster, and I so rarely drink energy drinks that it kind of gets to me.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get high as fuck tonight. Like I don't have to work for the next 3 days.
How was your dinner, Prophet?
I just had some rice and that was it.
Yeah.
I was gonna order something in. I was like, damn, I should DoorDash tonight. And then I was just like, I don't want to. I'm like, it's already too late. And then I started playing some Diablo when I got home, and then I just got hooked in Diablo. Dayglow, I owe you some money, man. I gotta send you some money for that, for Meth Bear's overlay. I keep forgetting. Sorry, man. I'll get you after stream here.
So, what's your...
What, Lewis?
What, are they gonna re-release the animated movie for the next... Because right now, I have the DVD version, and I just got the digital version today. The 35th anniversary one.
Of what?
The animated movie.
Oh, I don't... Are you talking like a theatrical release where they show it in theaters?
The next anniversary, what is it going to be? Because it turned 35. So what? 50?
40, probably. I don't know.
Oh, can I ask you a question? What are your guys' thoughts on Chris Hemsworth doing the voice of Optimus Prime in the new animated movie they're working on, Transformers 1?
I think he'll make it work. I think he'll do good. He's He's got the voice, and they can always
Profit, look
digitally.
up Transformers 1.
Of Chris Hemsworth doing the voiceover? When did this happen?
Look up Transformers 1.
Oh, I can't. I'm
You
playing right
can.
now, Luce.
I'll look it up then. Sorry, give me a minute.
No, it's okay. Oh, this is Phil. I'm fighting Phil.
Joel, I'm not Indrid. Oh, have you guys been calling me Indrid? I'm flattered, but I'm not Indrid, guys.
So,
Big Decepticon is they're just finishing their stream.
Chris Hemsworth is Optimus. John Hamm is Sentinel Prime. Lawrence Fishburne is doing Alpha Trion. Keegan-Michael Key is Bumblebee. Brian Tyree Henry is Megatron's voice.
What?
For a new movie. It's an origin story set on Cybertron, home of both the Autobots and the Decepticons.
See, that's what they need. They need to do that for a live action where they just focus on just the Autobots and the Decepticons. Screw the whole human aspect. Like that. Just make that happen.
The movie is supposed to have G.I. Joe in it.
Yeah, I know. I heard about the thing at the end, and I'm just like, what the? I whiffed that.
So, you think The Rock's gonna come back for the G.I. Joe aspect?
I hope not.
No, I really hope he might try to work his way into that movie.
It's okay, Joel. You don't have to go to the corner. I was now mistaken for one of the coolest ladies on YouTube. I'm flattered.
Who was it that said there was like no female detractors? There's like so many female detractors. And it's just like so, if you don't know, like even
how many Transformers movies are there?
Oh, shitloads now. What is this? Like the 5th one? No, that's not including Bumblebee?
7. Bumblebee is 6. This is 7.
Yeah, Peter Cullen will forever be Optimus Prime for me too, yeah. Damien's right.
Mm-hmm.
Rise of the Beast is the 7th, so this animated one is gonna be the 8th.
It's gonna be the 8th? Holy shit.
Yeah, the animated one they're working on. But with the writer's strike, I don't know if they're gonna release it in this year or this upcoming year or the following because of the SAG-AFTRA strike and the writer.
Well, that's gonna put a lot of stuff into question. Like a lot of movies, like Deadpool 3's now been put on hold. That's now.
I'm wondering how they're gonna do the animated movie because the DC stuff. Because they just announced 2 new movies for next year. Did they already do the voice work before the strike? Because they said they haven't announced the cast yet.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Just announced the titles.
Oh yeah, Joel, I agree. It's going to be so weird to see an animated Batman without Kevin. That is going to be the weirdest.
They could use the Young Justice guy who does the Young Justice voice for Batman to Batman from now on.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, I know they're going to find a new actor to voice Batman, but there's just sometimes when somebody touches your heart so much as a role that it's really hard to think of anybody else filling that role but them, you know?
Supposedly, Bruce Greenwood has done Batman. Jimmy Kimmel did it in the Teen Titans Go movie. Ben McKenzie, Batman. William Baldwin. Anson Mount is in as Batman and the Injustice. Jeremy Sisto.
Oh, for those that don't know, yes, behind the Phil's Dent Chat is the Street Fighter 1996 movie, Phil's favorite movie of all time.
Which one?
Street Fighter 1996 with Van Damme.
Oh yeah, I like that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think is gonna happen with the Warcraft?
Why? It's a fun popcorn movie.
What is that? Well, it is a dumb popcorn movie, yeah, but at the same time, it really fucking
It has
That
nothing
movie
to
hurts
do
you,
with the
Frederick.
game.
Mask of the Phantasm is turning 40 years old.
Who's turning 40 years old?
Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
What?
No. Are you
Yes.
what? Wait, are you?
We got the movie to work. I just don't know if we're going to get hit by like a copyright claim. And I really don't care. So I don't think we will because it's on YouTube for free almost. So
No, it's 30 years. 93, 2000. Wait, 93,
What?
2000, 2003, 2013. It's 30 years, not 40. Don't scare me like that.
30. Oh yeah, 30th anniversary. So they're redoing 4K.
God, that should be better for the music. So how did Phil do with E Honda today? Like I didn't clue in much until like closer to the end.
He did better. He did annoyingly okay.
Actually, we can look that up, can't we? Yeah, we can. Hold on. Let's look this up.
He did.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Damien for the next Batman animated, for the Batman live action, because that's who they said is gonna be Robin, his son.
Okay, so they're having Damien, not Tim as Robin, if it's his son.
They're gonna have the Bat family, but they're gonna be older.
They're aging up Damien, really?
No, I think they're gonna have Damien as like a kid, but the Bat family, all the other characters are gonna be older. Like, they're gonna have Dick as Nightwing, I think, Batgirl.
Okay, it makes sense to have an older Bat family, but
Maybe Jason.
they have to age up Damien some too, otherwise it's just not gonna work.
They're gonna have a young.
Hi,
Superman.
Lefty. Lefty's in the house.
Hey, Lefty, what's up, man? So he's dropped in percentage, but he went up to 2-star diamond.
Yeah.
So he only gained 1 star, but he dropped in percentage. So what's his overall at? His overall's down as well.
47, I think. No.
He's at 54.81, and with E Honda, he's only at 55.45. So he's down again. Like his blank is not even at 60.
Supposedly, Gal Gadot is developing another Wonder Woman movie with James Gunn.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that the other day.
Do you think he's gonna bring his Guardian guys into the DC universe?
Well, he can't because it's Marvel, right? Unless Disney goes and buys Marvel. Well, I know Batista wants in. I know that for sure.
What about
I don't know
Chris
about
Hemsworth, the guy who played Star-Lord?
Or you mean Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt as Booster.
As Booster Gold? I don't know. That wouldn't be too much. That'd be too much for me, I think.
Some people are saying he might give Chris Pratt that role because...
That's going to depend if Chris Pratt wants it.
Back?
I think Margot Robbie will because her and James Gunn have a good repertoire.
What do you think Cena's gonna stay as Peacemaker?
Well, he's getting to season 2, right? So that's still going to be there. That's not changing, and that's James Gunn. Like James Gunn loves that.
Stallone comes back as King Shark.
Oh, probably. I think Stallone would be down for that. Plus, he probably needs the money. Oh, Shitbeard's here.
Supposedly they want to do Grant Morrison's Batman in live action.
I haven't seen The Boys, but the Homelander. Homelander was John Cena, right? Oh no, that's Peacekeeper. He's Peacekeeper. Homelander. Is that from The Boys?
Yep, The Boys.
That's the guy with the laser eyes, right?
Yep.
But I always confuse for Chris Pine for some reason.
I've been wanting to play Chrono Trigger for the longest time, and if this PC works,
Homelander's actor
a very lengthy USB cable just got delivered. So I have it now. So what I'm going to do is Sunday night.
Oh, his USB cable got delivered. Yay, spending more money.
Film Patreon private react videos. I'm
How
going to take
until
some
he
time.
loses
Oh
that
shit,
power?
there's a snood. Let's
And
go,
see if we
snood.
can
Let's
get it
bring
working
this.
over there
Let's
with
get
my
this shit
TV and
going.
my couch setup.
Snood,
And if so,
snood,
we will have
snood.
the means to play.
Let's
How
find
much
an arcade cabinet.
Starting with
The
Chrono
hell?
Right here.
Seriously,
Fuck it.
I've been waiting months and months, and this is the perfect month to do it because it's my anniversary celebration. So we're gonna be doing it, okay?
Hurry the fuck up,
It's not gonna be
snood.
amazing.
Sit
It's
down.
gonna allow us to do basic stuff that
Shit.
I wanted to do over the years that I couldn't do.
Oh, he's playing Cammy, of
That's-
course. He's gonna
oh,
cheat.
check that out. Now, the
Cheater!
third and final thing, and this will pertain to many of you who are fighting game enthusiasts and
Tell
aficionados.
Snood to get in
all right?
voice chat.
It's been
Snood, get in
discovered
voice
that
chat.
Mortal Kombat 1
Get in
will
voice chat,
not be
Snood.
cross-platform at launch. They are only
So-
I
going
want-
to deliver
The
cross-platform.
DC animated movies are good, but do you think Marvel's gonna try to make
Cross-platform
more
play
animated
later on, they're gonna
stuff,
patch it in.
or are they done
Currently,
with their
the
animated
only console that I
division?
have a
Well,
good
right
joystick
now,
for is the
they're
Xbox
never
Series
not
X.
doing
The
anything
joystick
with
I'm
the
using right
writer's
now
strike and
is Street
actor
Fighter 6.
strike. They're pretty
Sadly,
much
not many
on
people are gonna
enforced
buy Mortal Kombat
hiatus
for the
until
Xbox.
that all
It is really the PlayStation that is the
gets
console of choice for fighting games. So
resolved
I'm looking to get the most
whatever way
competition
it's
out
going to
of
be
Mortal Kombat,
resolved.
1, I should buy it on PS5.
Is this having too
but
many
I don't
movies,
have
or
a-
am I
a good
just
joystick for it.
collecting
So
too
I was
much?
talking with people this morning. I
115
recommend you watch
digital
One podcast
movies.
from this morning. There's two
all
options. I can either
animate
get
DC
this
animated.
actual stick for PlayStation,
No,
but
DC
then
and
I would
other
have to
stuff. I
upgrade.
have
Oh, well,
the
no,
console,
if it's
like
not-
the buttons and maybe the joystick, which
I-
is going to cost more money. Or there's a really
I
wouldn't
high-end
say-
joystick for PlayStation called the
I have
Conba.
Scarface on digital.
Man, I forgot what it was
I had
called.
the
Damn,
Conba
Scarface.
Conba.
That's an
Oh
old.
shit.
I keep forgetting the names of it because it's like some weird,
I had
That's
the
an
really
old-
long name.
Have you seen the Mortal
Oh, let's
Kombat
see.
animated movies?
The
Oh, yeah.
Profit.
I've got 'em all. I've got 'em all.
Obsidian 2.
I got
It's
them all too. I just gotta get the Johnny
$320
Cage
freaking
one
dollars.
that's coming
But
out
apparently
soon.
it's the best console joystick you can buy. You don't have to
Oh, and
he's-
upgrade
Did you hear
it or
the-
do anything. It comes
they're
with
begging
like
more.
ensemble parts. And I was even debating
I
if
had
I
the
get that.
Godfathers as
Maybe
well.
I would get Street Fighter 6 on PS5 and kind of start over.
Also,
try to
Harry
learn
Potter,
the
I had
characters
that
on there
whole
and basically rank up
collection.
faster
Oh
than
fuck! I
did.
whiffed that. Shit.
But anyway, that's the possibilities. The problem is that's a lot of money to invest. You know, we're talking $200 plus buttons, which is
Snood's just mash and grab.
tax,
It's like I'm
or
fighting Phil right now.
20 plus tax. That's a lot. So if anyone's interested in possibly, contacting
What
me
did you
and say, "Hey,
think
I'd
of
like to
the
help you out
upcoming
with
Johnny
this stuff,"
Cage
I
Mortal
would
Kombat
definitely
animated
consider
No.
doing a beta for Mortal Kombat
I
1.
love Carl Urban. Don't get me wrong,
To get it in
but
time for then.
he's not
Okay?
Johnny Cage.
So just curious if anyone wanted to help, or is interested in the future of fighting games here. If you wanted to help invest a little bit into it, if you've been enjoying the Street Fighter
Come on,
6
Phil's
stuff,
begging.
you want to see me maybe play Street Fighter 6 on the console. Everyone says it's the better one, and also this would help for other.
Let me
future
see
fighting
who's a
games like
cat
Tekken and the
is
like.
that they
If
got
I
for
had
that.
a great
So,
joystick for the console, they're all on, right?
go
So
to the
let me know.
IMDb.
I'm sure we'll be talking about it more
So,
over the next several days to week. But
Joel
we need to make a
McHale
determination
is
in the next
doing
week.
the
'cause
voice
I need
of
to order
Johnny.
everything and get it ready
Jennifer
for the beta
Grey
of Mortal
is-
Kombat 1. All right.
doing the voice.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out. Thank you, Adam, for his super chat. Broly, thanks for his super chat. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, so I'm not even going to answer what you said.
So
but
how are
thank
you
for
guys
the super
doing?
chat.
Everybody, I know I
You were trying
asked
to troll
already,
earlier, I
but
ignored
there's
you.
new
Now I'm gonna
people
ignore
in
you
the
again.
chat. So
Um,
how y'all
Game
doing?
Tracker did a $20 tip
I'm good.
between the streams and basically says the following. You gained rank with your
Who
Diamond
was the
Hunter
original
after
live
barely touching him for
action
months. I
Johnny?
haven't seen any of the matches yet. I can only guess how it happened. Did you go maximum on most
In the
most of
first
tech videos last night?
movie.
Yes.
The
Did you
first
suddenly have
Mortal
combos?
Kombat
Yes.
movie.
Are you actually using his new advances?
Which,
in
Lyndon
strength?
Ashby from
Only
95?
Combos, but yes. Are you using his hands
Uh,
move? Not really.
So
yet.
you
Are you
say
even using
Joel
hands? Only in
McHale
combos.
is
Heck.
I'm serious, if you don't need to answer, I'll see for myself when I watch. This is
Sorry
just
if
put me
I'm
for
a little
loop.
distracted.
Last I
Friend
checked,
and
the
I are
Dazzle Blade
talking
Honda
pink
included literally
colors.
two special moves
Yeah, and I'm
I
just
got.
trying to
Well,
fight
But now I
Snood
got
here.
moves. Now I got combos.
Dude,
Anyway, butt splash occasionally. I'm not even really using butt
is
splash. except for in
JP
combos.
your
gonna whiff
mate?
it.
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
whiff it.
you're
Like,
Ken.
right to say
You're
I'm Ken.
Blanca has boded well
Yeah,
for
I
I
you.
knew
don't
that
know
was
why.
gonna whiff.
I'm sure your Honda is nowhere near optimized. That is correct.
Oh my
So hearing
God,
that you
Snood,
already
you're a
winning is
scrub.
promising. Yeah, I agree.
Same pattern
It was pretty
online
dang good earlier, and
bullshit,
I'm excited for
Snood.
more tonight. Hopefully I can continue.
Ooh, one and one. One and one.
Let's get an animation for you.
So do you think they
Bro.
stick to the comic version of Crisis on Infinite Earth in this new
I received a
animated movie?
$4.20
I don't
tip
know.
From Big Papa Phil. I knew from watching your Honda today you were already diamond level. Your overall game experience now is that high. You may have forgotten about
Would
my
he
overhead
watch the
combo. I
Harley
didn't even know he
Quinn
had it.
series if
Standing
someone
medium punch,
paid
down
him
forward, heavy kick.
watch
Didn't even
it?
know he
Is
had
he
that.
still paying for HBO for
It's
Max?
a good drive.
I don't know what he's paying
No.
for.
Crouch blocking opponent.
He
You can
doesn't
also do
say
parry
he
cancel,
is,
down forward,
but
HK
no, he
shoot.
is
That I
still
did
paying for
know.
Max
It's a
because
trick.
I
Make sure
believe
opponent
he's
can watch
watching
the block down
movies
back
on
and
it
then get
still.
grabbed. But what people do usually at high level when they see that is they just attack because they realize they're gonna if the overhead's coming
So
out, they'll
James
stuff it.
Gunn is planning to
And if
re-release all the
those
DC
coming out,
animated
they still
movies
stuff.
in
So people
theaters.
usually at higher levels don't fall
Oh.
for that. I think lower levels would, but at higher level they're like,
So
yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know
a big
how
deal. They
that's
don't,
gonna
you know,
work.
They're not really giving into that. So, yeah. But yeah, I know he does. I didn't know about the medium punches to
So
overhead.
how-
That I didn't know
Mash
at all.
jab, snood, mash
It's an
jab.
interesting way to mix up my questions. I'll try that. You can okay. So thank you to Big Papa Phil for that tip. What's up, Jade? Good evening. Dinner was good, Willow. I already told you what it was. It was chili with.
Oh, you're shitting on Willow.
Dogs. My wife's homemade chili. It was very good. I got a $3 tip.
So what did you think of the live-action
It
Watchmen
says, someone
movie?
says,
That's good.
I liked it, but I never read the comics, so I don't have anything to make me feel biased against it.
Because of the
Wake up level
That was
3.
good. That was the first
Snap.
We were supposed to get a Kingdom Come animated movie, but because of the regime change, they scrapped
First it was
it.
New Vegas, then it was Skyrim. This year it was Oblivion. So every year, and next year I'm sure people are going to want.
Oh, fuck.
Next year we'll probably end up doing like
Prophet,
Fallout
did you
4.
like Kingdom Come the
Thank you very much.
story?
I'm glad to hear that I'm
Which
helping
is
in
it?
some way. That is nice to
What,
know.
Lewis?
Kingdom Come.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Do you
jump
like
right
What?
back
Kingdom
in.
Come the story?
Again, guys,
I haven't seen that. I haven't read it, Lewis.
So many ways to support my streams. Liking the stream for engagement. If
We
get
were
100
supposed
likes,
to
I'll do a
get
silly
that in
bubble
live
blow for
action,
you.
but it got
A
scrapped because of
membership
the
or a gifted
regime
membership to
change.
help the community. Typically, when I play Street Fighter 6, we get more viewers, so it'd be great if you could support in that way. A super chat, right, or a super sticker is also great, or of course a tip. And we have different tips goals at 50 and 100 bucks. So thanks in advance to anyone who supports. It looks like the chat is frozen because no one's talked for 3 minutes.
Oh, he's complaining about chat frozen.
For 3 straight minutes. So I think it crashed. It definitely looks like it crashed. But you guys are still clicking those happy face things. Those things that happen in the chat. This has happened.
Well, if they're clicking the happy face, Phil, it's not frozen. That chat ain't
will
frozen.
crash for a while, people are saying they get errors, and then it'll come back. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, is it back?
Some people are saying, telling
There
him
we
to
go.
keep playing on his
We sat
laptop,
for over
but
3
he's
minutes
like,
and just
I
sat there.
can't
No one could
mess
say
with the
anything. This
laptop. I
happened
have
the
it
other-
the
this
way I
happened
want
multiple
it.
nights. That's annoying. Hopefully it's not a constant thing recently. I hope not. Slayer, how's it going, my friend? He says, later on in the evening.
Do you
somebody's
think
having
he
a
should
10th
just
anniversary
use the
celebration, a dinner and
laptop?
a dance. Wow, cool. Enjoy.
He could use a laptop. He could use a new system to stream, but it's just not going to do hardware and coding.
I ever had roast beef with horseradish was at one of those events. I was like, I never knew horseradish was that good with meat, and I ate it. I was like, holy shit, that's ridiculously good. All right.
Today, this is SummerSlam weekend because tomorrow's SummerSlam. You gonna watch the season 2 of Castlevania
Nope, I haven't watched Castlevania at all.
All right.
on Netflix?
Let's jump in.
No, I don't even have Netflix anymore. I got rid of it. It's too expensive in Canada.
So we just
Things
hit
like
2-star
$25 a
diamond
month.
with Honda. Literally just did it. I
Is
just
he
wanted to go back
sticking with
to
2-star?
the
Is he sticking with Honda tonight?
modern outfit for Honda now.
Huh?
To the color that I bought.
Is he
I
sticking
like
with
that.
Honda tonight?
So let's do that with
Yeah.
modern Honda.
He was
Oh, so he's
gonna
not going
play-
to switch it up. I thought he was going to switch it up. Or that was the plan.
Modern Honda with that color. Sweet. I received
So
a
I
$5
think
tip.
I'm paying for the premium.
Yeah, I'm not paying for Netflix anymore. Lewis is too
Soundmaster,
fucking
even though
expensive.
you've been playing Street Fighter 6 for 2 months straight. I'm not tired of it.
I'm rich, but not that
I'm
rich.
glad to hear that. You know, people who like fighting games
Let
are
me
digging
see
it.
what it
People who
is
don't
for
like fighting games are like,
gaming
you're
like
still
that.
playing it. Yeah, I know this is probably the longest I've consistently played a new fighting game, because typically I don't do that, right? Typically I would drop a fighting game after like a month or whatever.
What's that hop that she's
So-
doing?
Yeah, I know, I hear you. But it's good. It's good that I'm doing something at this level.
Oh,
for the first time
so
in
the
ages. Like I said, I
ad-free
used to be good
plan
at fighting games all
is
the time,
$20.99.
and I really
The
haven't been in the
standard
longest time.
with ads
So
is
it's good to know I'm actually getting good at
$16.99
something.
Canadian, and then there's
Oh, hold on a
$5.99
second. Hold on,
Canadian
hold on.
month.
I want to change my profile. I want to do the remember I unlocked some of the classic stuff. So let me see what I unlocked for rewards. Didn't I unlock a bunch of stuff? Like, wasn't there like a classic?
Oh, right
It's
through.
crazy.
Nice, Snood. Nice, man. That was nice.
That's supposed to give you like the original Street Fighter
It's
box or
crazy
something.
how
I
they
would
want to
love
charge
that, but I don't see it.
$20.99 Canadian.
Online bullshit. None of that was earned.
Yeah, none of that was earned. Yeah, yeah.
Online
yeah.
tactics.
On.
Mash grab, mash grab.
Mash grab, mash jab, level Hail Mary super, full screen. Oh, sorry, wait, I won. Wait, I won that. Okay, yes. No, actually, none. Never mind. Just scratch all that. Scratch all that. Scratch all that. Valid wins.
What's that hop that you do? Because you hop and then grab with the legs. What is that? Because I haven't seen that.
That's hooligan flip. So it's an extremely unsafe thing to do usually, because good players don't actually use it. But you get a ton of options out of it. Like, I can grab you if you're okay. So to fight that, you got to duck because you can't grab when a crouching opponent. But I can, if I fully charge the heavy version or I do an EX version, I could do an overhead kick that hits you twice. So if you're crouching, you gotta wonder if I'm gonna grab you or if I'm gonna go for the double.
Well, that was my thing. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go up. Okay, get up, get down. And I get up and I'm like, holy shit, this fucking hop. Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, it's really rude, actually.
Any other nice ones?
But you're playing Ken, so everything you do is safe. Everything I do is unsafe. So
yeah, apparently, according to Phil.
GG, Nori, actually Miri, and
I really like that old version.
better luck next
No,
time.
man, it was fun.
Number one Canadian.
Number one Canadian.
Yeah, finish first at Revo. Thanks a lot for having me on. See you later, guys.
Later.
Nice.
See ya.
Fucker.
So,
I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna change this. I never even changed this.
what do you think's gonna happen with Warcraft and Activision
ass,
since
Hondo.
they're gonna be owned by Xbox?
At the moment, nothing.
Let's do that.
Until they start jacking up the price of World of Warcraft subscription. But again, like, I'm not...
Classic stuff, but I don't see it.
I cancel my Warcraft subscription. I'm having too much fun playing Diablo right now. Diablo's good. Like, I'm just doing that. I joined a clan and everything. It's been great. I was running Nightmare Dungeons with them last night. Come on, Phil. Like, fucking get started already. I've been playing.
I didn't buy it. Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Fights. Tonight, it is all ranked gameplay with Honda. We're going to see what happens here. We've got a Blanca who's trying to hit 3-star Diamond. I don't really know the matchup, so this could be bad. Let's see what happens.
Got a Blanca trying to hit 3-star Diamond.
I tried headbutt. I guess I reached the button. I think I did.
Ooh, what was that lag there?
I blocked it. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting walk forward dive.
Oh, that was bad. Ah.
He's literally just gonna jump back the whole round. Seriously, that's all he's doing. He's just gonna jump back the entirety of the fucking round. Okay, fuck you. I'm not gonna do headbutt. That stuffed headbutt. I did wake up headbutt and stuffed it. That's bullshit.
Oh, wake up headbutt.
That's really bullshit.
Lewis, you in the washroom?
No, I was getting myself some water.
Oh.
How the fuck?
Is it already over for Phil?
That was level one
Already
super.
over for Phil. Oh, yeah.
Level one super didn't show up.
Mash super.
That was a level 1 super again. Come on. Twice I did wake up level 1 super and the game didn't give it to me. Fuck that
Oh.
bullshit.
Then you're really gonna need that new fucking arcade stick, Phil.
That's fucking nonsense. He got 3-star diamond jumping around. He got lucky as shit. Give me my moves.
Oh, he leveled up off of Phil. Boo-hoo.
You're gonna get Mortal Kombat?
Already pre-ordered, Lewis. I'll be playing on stream in 2 weeks during the beta. It's gonna be a fuck. It's gonna be wicked. I'm set up for that. I'm more excited for that than I am for Street Fighter 6.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. Wow, come on. More bullshit.
This blank is gonna kick the shit out of him, guaranteed. Like, this is...
Do
he's
you
not gonna have
get
fun.
Max in Canada or no?
A what?
Max HBO streaming service.
We get it through Crave TV. Which I don't want, and for whatever reason, I gotta talk to my ISP because... Oh, shit, I hit it. My ISP was bought out by a competitor, and then they jacked the price up.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mash and Super Phil.
Who bought your ISP?
Rogers. I'm on Shaw, and then we got bought out by Rogers. And Rogers' agreement was that they would not change the price on the mobile packages or on internet packages for at least 5 years. Then they ended up jacking my price up by $25 a month, and they put Crave TV. So right now I have it escalated to their tier 2 technical support because I never put Crave TV on my account. And then with my cell phone, because I have it through the same provider, they changed instead of giving me unlimited data like I've always had, they now gave me 25 gigs. And I used that up, and they started dinging me, and I'm like, no, you have to honor it. That was your agreement with the government for the buyout.
Yeah.
So that's been escalated as well, because they tried passing it off as they weren't going to give the same package. They were going to give a package that was a similar price. And it's like, no, the agreement was that you were going to honor and grandfather in the original customers.
Oh, Snood, we'll make a video dedicated just to you, I promise.
I'll make one tomorrow, Snood, don't worry.
Oh, oh no!
Right after I make the PC video, because that. Let's talk about this PC. So what did he got? He got so 5700 or 5800H CPU from AMD, but it's not gonna. It'll do what he wants it to do, but he's gonna have to reload it.
I received a super chat from Coolish. Capcom needs to add Rufus as the next DLC character, or they are fat-phobic. Well, they already have a whole season planned, and there's no Rufus. Perhaps next season. But he's not going to be in this season. Alright, so thank you to Poolish for the super chat. And then, looks like I received a tip.
So it's called a Trig Key, right? And it's Trig Key S5. Even though the box that he was showing shows S3, because it's a Chinese knockoff, they don't update anything. So it's just a rebrand, like I said. It's a rebranded B-Link PC. But when you go to the website, the drivers point towards Mega Upload. So everything's hosted on Mega Upload, which is whereas. Like it's...
Raise funds for the joystick upgrade. Right now, this... Wow. My animations are...
Raise funds for the joystick upgrade? What?
Did the animation play? It did, right? I gotta refresh the page. It's lagging like crazy. Hold on. What?
Yeah, the box said S3, but it's an S5. Because the S3 doesn't have a, the S3 doesn't have the 5800H.
Okay, so thank you for the anonymous tipper.
But there's just so much wrong with this mini PC.
And climbing. Alright, let's continue. A good first set against the 3-star Blanca that I believe I beat him twice, and I probably downgraded him back down to 2 stars after that. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, this is going to be a big problem. I have no idea how to face a Sonic Boom spamming Guile with this. I've never even fought Guile with Honda before. I have no idea what to do here. Zero.
Well, I'm fighting a guy right now, Phil.
Unfight, he does fucking a lash kick. Oh my god. Oh, this is unbelievable bullshit. Come on. Yes, everything you do. Every move you do counter hits me. That was level 1 super, didn't get it. Mash jab. Unbelievable nonsense. You fucking suck. Everything there was bullshit.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting some guile. Just fucking rocked him.
Is he bitching about it? Of course, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, he's bitching about it.
He has become even more insufferable, and I always say he becomes more insufferable after a perceived victory, but and think he cannot get any worse, and he keeps proving me wrong. Ever since he made Master as Blanca, he has become so fucking bad. I mean, seriously bad. Like,
Well, you got to take a look at it. His master rank. He's got the lowest LP in master rank, so he's the worst of the best, basically, right? And that's not to say a lot, because it's just slightly above average, like we always said. He would always make master. He was always going to make master, no matter what.
Where's my move? Again.
It was just a matter of time. Like, all his contemporaries, all the old guard, they were master, like, within the first week, within the first couple days.
yeah.
They're just waiting on Phil. Phil took 2 months to get one character there.
And then there's people like Justin Wan who gets them all in.
Yeah, that got him all to fucking master, and then Phil's just like, oh,
Well,
you know, it's because he plays all day long, every day.
Mm-hmm.
He
Oh,
hinders
also-
him. Oh, hello.
Slams me.
What's up?
Also, he's now in a new master class with MR, so he has to prove himself that he actually belongs there.
He's not going to play,
Yeah.
though. He's already stated that he will not play in master. He's not
Of
going to go
course
through the
he
master
didn't.
tier, and he's not going to go for legend status.
Raven,
course he ain't.
BB.
Still fucking can't do anything.
Of course not. Why would you just it's like me getting the S++2. You don't play anymore, you just go like I'm good at Splatoon. There it is.
There it is. You don't have to prove yourself anymore, right?
Yeah, you're so good.
Yeah,
But
that
again,
was
like-
Splatoon too.
You get to master rank, and then you look at the LP, like what I linked there. Miscan's at almost 50k.
Bitch. Seriously.
Holy shit, Phil.
He's good. You suck. You play a
He wants to get everyone to master and not play this game and go like, look guys, I'm good at every character, just like
Just like
Just-
Justin
it's
Wong.
like- it's like you can do that. That's not that hard. You have a 40% win rate. All you have to do is just get 40% win rate with all the characters online.
Yep.
That's it.
Seriously, what an ass.
Because they changed it
Not a
from...
high bar.
He fucking does basic shit, and of course, I'm just learning the match, and he's getting lucky with every hit, can't do wake-up moves, and I'm gonna fucking do this teabagging shit. How about you kiss my fucking ass?
teabagging
bitch.
shit.
Well,
What?
I'm not missing out by not
He,
playing
he just
games.
he just wants people to just
I
he
never
just wants
enjoyed that
to
game.
brag about
Too fucking
something,
long.
anything. He wants someone to go like,
About it
"You're so
a
great,
million times, but
DSP."
that's not my format of content, all right? Thank you for the tip. I don't have you.
But it's like, how can you be great knowing that you have to win 40% of the time to reach master, and then it's just a matter of time how much you play,
Right.
and then your LP is so low
Wow.
compared to other masters.
Fucking drive impact, man.
My thing is, it's him bitching about every fucking match. It's like, I don't want to
Right.
hear it.
Right?
It's like,
Yeah, and as soon
I'll
as he
give you
leaves, yeah.
master, but he has to bitch about it.
And then he just doesn't stop, like, right here, like, he's pissed off at this Guile player that just kicked the shit out of him.
Good.
Like, unearned, and fuck you, and shit. It's like, what? The guy beat you, Phil.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, how is a punch unearned? You got hit by the punch.
is-
How is that unearned?
How is every match that DSP faces is unearned, but he wants to brag how good he is?
Got lucky there.
Well, because he expects that 100% of his inputs he's gonna do it correctly, right? And he should land every hit and win every match.
Because he's a former pro player.
That doesn't matter.
I know
Pro.
it doesn't.
Like that's a term like he needs to stop using.
That was a parry, didn't come out.
Because it meant something in 2009 doesn't mean anything now.
Yeah, like it's like even back then, like he wasn't considered pro. He just hung around with the pros, and he was the walking ATM. Here's some money.
Yeah, he's not, and also he's not even at Evo, where all the guys are just being, doing stuff. He's not even there. Not even there.
Well, he wanted to ratio Evo this weekend with LTG. That was his plan. Like Evo was gonna shut down for Phil and LTG to play Street Fighter 6.
Really, that's delusional. Like at the height.
That's one thing I couldn't get. Like when he said that, he's like, "We could ratio Evo." It's like
That was just him trying to get him to come to the table and go like, "You're right, Phil. Let's do it." And it's like he doesn't want anything to do with you.
The thing is, he wants to be recognized by the FGC guys again. He wants to be held in. Well, he believed he was held in high esteem by the guys when we all know that's not true. But he wants the same level of perceived popularity that he had back then. And it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Not
15
gonna
years
work.
later, and everyone hates you more. We know your game.
It's 15 years later. Everybody can see through his bullshit because it's the same bullshit that he exhibited back when he was in the FGC. And
He just wants people to go like, please like me. I don't have to like you, just like me.
What the fuck? No move again.
but yeah, he's getting so delusional. I'm over him.
I hear you, and the other thing that's pissing me off is the voices in his head are growing larger.
They got worse, and a lot of people say this, and I'm inclined to agree. It's gotten bad since the side scrollers interview. His cold, stony facade got chipped away starting then, and from then till now, it just.
Oh.
Hello. You
Sorry,
back?
Mike. Yeah, something weird happened there. Didn't get any drop frames. I just everything's
You
green
just
across the board. But yeah,
You
everything
were
just popped up.
buffering.
Speaking of drop frames, that computer, it's not very good to stream on, is it?
It actually, he can stream on it, but it's only going to be software. It's not going to be hardware because it doesn't.
The CPU is strong enough.
Yeah, and the iGPU doesn't support hardware encoding. So it's it's a Radeon, it's a Radeon 7M, right? So it's a mobility graphics, integrated graphics. For gaming, like he could do like 720p gaming on it. 1080p I wouldn't do.
Okay.
Because it's just he'd have to turn the quality down a lot, which he's not going to want to do, right? Because he's going to want to. It's like, oh, I need the graphics. But the problem is, it's got a built-in Bitcoin miner.
Oh.
Yeah, when I went by the website, I downloaded the Windows image because it doesn't have a like if you go to the driver page, there's no links for drivers. It forwards you to Mega Upload.
That's really sketchy.
That's sketchy as shit. And when it goes to Mega Upload, it's a 10 gig file, but the Windows ISO should only be 5.4.
So you have to download Windows onto
Yes.
this thing and then put it on a drive? How's he going to figure that out? He couldn't even figure out how to tie his shoes.
Well, it's not that. Like, it comes with Windows installed. Everything is there, ready to go. The problem is, like I linked that one video in the TBS chat that the guy
it does
when he
come
plugged
with
it in,
Windows.
yeah, it comes with Windows 11 Pro. When the guy plugged it in, the holy shit, I just got rocked. The guy ended up his firewall triggered right away. And so he unplugged it. He wiped the system out, but when he went to reinstall Windows, the network card, the Wi-Fi adapter, and the Bluetooth didn't have drivers. And it's a MediaTek, so it should have the drivers.
Right.
So it's a custom driver for the Wi-Fi, and that's where the Bitcoin miner's hidden when my virtual machine picked it up.
So this is they made a special driver for Wi-Fi so they can Bitcoin. Oh wow, that's crazy.
They can mine Bitcoin, and if you read the reviews on Amazon, a lot of people state that the system just shuts off for no reason. Like they'll be in the middle of work, like doing a Word document or an Excel, and it just shuts down.
Is it because of heat or just because it just says good night?
It's more than likely because of heat, because of the mining being done in the background.
Oh, this is great. I
Right?
love what you're telling me.
Like,
So somebody just fucking with Phil by giving him this piece of shit.
well, I don't know whoever gave it to him. I don't know
I
if
have a
they
theory.
knew.
Yeah, they might have been so retarded that they didn't fucking know.
Yeah, like that was my theory. Like when I started looking at it, because I saw one review, because Phil wants this for emulation, right?
Yes.
And the one review on YouTube, the guy just talks about the emulation, and I'm pretty sure whoever bought it for him watched that video.
Oh, and that was it. And then he's
And
like,
that was
I'll
it,
buy
yeah.
this for Phil, and it'll be great, and he'll love me, and blah blah blah. I'm like, Phil ain't gonna love any of you.
So
No.
that's how I think it went down. So it's like, yeah, it'll do the emulation for him. It's just not going to be like this super
It's not
computer
gonna
that
be
you
great.
think it is.
And he's super grandpa about it too. He's like, oh look, the computer can do this and this and this. And now that you told me about this Bitcoin miner, and they told him like, hey man, don't make sure to disable the Ethernet cable when you play with this thing.
Well, not only that, like it's like the guy couldn't find the drivers for it, and then when he goes by the website, he contacts support. He gets back an automated email that states they're on holidays. So I went ahead and I contacted them this morning. I got the exact same email, and this is like 3 months ago.
They're on holiday forever.
And the company that owns it is AliExpress. They own the domain for the website.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So it's
Oh, yeah.
100% sketchy.
Yeah, this smells like some Chicon bullshit.
It is, because it's a ripoff of B-Link, of a B-Link PC. They make them at the exact same warehouse.
Oh, okay.
And this is what they sell in China. Off of AliExpress.
This is an overpriced PC that he got that he thinks that it's to play Chrono Trigger on.
Yeah. He could play Chrono Trigger on his PC now because it requires absolutely nothing.
You can play Chrono Trigger on a toaster if you really wanted to.
I've played Chrono Trigger on my Samsung. You know, it's you.
Is it a
you
toaster?
You got mobile versions of
Yeah.
SNES 9X.
Yeah.
That you could play it on. Yeah.
I don't get why he has to be so weird about everything. He's like, is it because it's official on there? And he's like, I'm scared of him. Like, they don't care.
It's like a PC from Huawei.
It's the Wish version of a PC.
Like
And
it
when he
is.
turns to-
It is just sketchy as fuck, though. Like everything I looked up on it, I was just like, "Oh no!" Like Phil, don't plug this thing in.
So this thing is ready to go. So all you have to do is just set it up, and it can run.
Well, the
Yeah,
weird
that
thing
is-
is, if you've ever installed Windows 11, you'll get to
Yes.
the OOB screen, right, with the out-of-box experience screen.
Yes.
You have to have a Microsoft account in order to log in, right?
I'm
There
sure
is
he
a
has
way
one.
around it, right? But with the Bitcoin miner, what if they steal his Game Pass?
Yes, mix up.
Because that's his Microsoft account, right? That's the Microsoft account.
Mm-hmm.
It's risky.
Is Bitcoin miners normally take things like that? I don't know.
What it will do? Well, it depends on what the payload is, right? It'll depend on what rootkit is installed. It'll depend on the payload, what information it's sending out. Because the guy that hooked it up from that one video I linked, said that his firewall was hitting. It was phoning home. So right away, it's like, if it's phoning home.
I know he ain't listening to us, but you telling us this to the internet, it's just like, all right, which we, that's kind of cool.
I just find it hilarious as fuck, because it's just like, Phil, you're so paranoid, yet you'll accept things off your fans and then blame trolls.
If something happens and we know more than what we know, thanks, Captain Dumbass.
You're right.
Good end for that one. But how are you doing, Raven?
I'm doing good. Got home from work and I saw this PC and I just wanted to hear from the... Well, you're better at this PC stuff than I am, so I'm not a spring chicken, but I would love, would love to know some more before I talk about it in Hoodlum Hour, so that's good and fascinating.
Well, I was actually considering buying it myself. I was actually thinking about buying one and then putting it behind my virtual machine and seeing what it was all about. But then I'm like, I'm not spending $700 Canadian on it.
That's insane. All this for Chrono Trigger.
A $700 emulated Bitcoin mining machine just to play Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Like meth, isn't that just crazy?
And then after you got that, he was doing the home dent shopping network, going like, all right, who's gonna buy me a joystick?
Oh yeah, and he couldn't pronounce Quamba right. He kept calling it. It's Quamba. Psycho Dad sent me one. I traded Psycho Dad for his old Quamba for a copy of Street Fighter 6. I love the Quamba stick. He kept calling it Kamba.
It's Quamba.
Yeah.
Quamba.
Oh my god, now I see Quamba.
Like, I wouldn't mind a $300 joystick. Like, I know Thunder has been talking to me about building my own. Because I want to build one for Mortal Kombat 1. But I know what I want. And if I'm going to spend the money, I'll spend my own money. But Phil begging his dents and, like, then sneak begging as well about, oh yeah, I could really use this, but I need your buy-in, I need your support.
It's gross. It's really gross. You can sit here and go like, oh, it's not gross. I'm like, no, it's gross. You begging them for money. You begging them, going, hey, I need you to pony up this money for Street Fighter 6, this joystick. And it's like, what do they get? More complaining? More bitching?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a fair trade. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't stand the bitching. It's like, he goes like, I'm the best. I'm like, the minute he's not on the air, he starts to brag and say how great he is. But once he's playing Street Fighter, that guy's not winning. That's unearned. Oh, this guy's cheating. That wouldn't work offline.
Well, it's like all night long so far tonight. That's all he's been doing is complaining. Like, all night.
Right, and it wouldn't be a problem if he got to master if he just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, if he didn't complain, right, and he didn't beg, there wouldn't be a problem. Like, just be like, who was that guy? Who was that, who's the one that he kept fighting that, Stone Hogan would... No, that Stone Hogan would play the POV from each perspective. Or not Stone Hogan, is it Memology that was doing it? Or Bad?
Yeah, that might have been Memology.
And Samha is his name, I think.
All right.
And he shows this Sama guy playing, and the guy's like really nice to his chat and everything's like, oh yeah, good move, yeah, that one there. Then he goes over to Phil and all is just complaining, yelling, screaming, whining,
being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, that's just the nature of the thing. Like, you want to give the guy a big out. He's like, I'm the best, and this kid. It's like, dude, please. And I know he has no friends because no one's going to tell him, hey, man, you're being an asshole. And everyone hates you.
No lies. Damien Anderson, I'm pretty sure LTG makes more money than Phil.
He makes more money than Phil.
He does.
And also, he doesn't have to beg for it. The problem is, you know what it is? DSP is jealous of LTG. He's jealous of everything he has.
Yes.
Bullshit.
And people are like, how is he jealous of him? And he has a house and all that stuff. Nah. He's jealous because he has 3,000 viewers watching him every night.
3,000 paid.
Every night. And
like, that's not his subscriber count. That's just his paid members. Or I should say, like
3,000.
Yeah, people paying him. Phil's got, what is he at? 500 and some right now, right? But like 83% of it's considered gifted, and then it'll run out.
Right. 5. And also, when LTG talks, when he went over DSP stuff and he called him crispy and all that other shit, he wasn't wrong. When he called his streaming layout poverty, wasn't wrong.
Well, you look at that pic when Phil was young, right? And he's got flesh tone, his skin tone, everything looks fine. And you look at him now, and it's just like, what the fuck happened?
That's what alcoholism and
I
being
know,
an
like,
asshole gets.
I know a lot of alcoholics, and it's just like, you can see it. I can see it every single time I look at Phil. It's just like, man, like, you fucked up. Maybe he's going to an AA meeting on Wednesday. That's why he can't stream. Who knows?
One hopes, or something. Maybe it's mandatory. Who knows?
I wonder if we could LARP in his chat and convince him to go to an AA meeting.
Nah.
No.
DSP's too narky to think that he has anything wrong with him ever.
If I think he needs gamblers or
he needs all of it.
Gamblers Anonymous more than anything.
He needs all of it. He needs alcohol. He needs gamblers. He needs the psych one. He needs all of them.
You know, Damien said he has more money than LGT, remember? I wonder if maybe Phil went and looked him up on Social Blade.
You know who has more money than LTG and everyone combined? He's in
Keemstar?
this room. Well, he was in this room.
Who, Methver?
Oh, who?
Yeah. Exactly.
Probably.
Yeah. How you doing, Meth?
I don't want to presume. I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah. It's a rough week at work.
All right, let's see. According to Social Blade, LGT makes anywhere from $619 to $9.9 thousand a month. His estimated yearly earnings is $7.4K to $118.9K. So I don't understand this.
Social Blade is not very accurate.
No.
Like when we were tracking those, Phil's subs, it wasn't working out that well.
Oh, really?
Also, DSP measures someone's worth with legit. He measures them with money. He's like, yep, that person's better. He has more money. It's like, that's not how you measure people's worth, a-hole.
Well, that's all that matters to Phil, right? Phil only cares about the almighty dollar. Doesn't give a shit about anything else. Right? Doesn't give a shit about his health. Doesn't give a shit about the way his home looks. Like, I take pride in where I live, right? So my lawn is done. I don't have the weeds anywhere or anything like that. Vacuum and dust once a week. I like to clean my PC out, everything, make sure everything's nice, right? Then you look at Phil's place. Dishwasher doesn't work. Vacuum is broken. He's got mold in 2 bathrooms. Both bathrooms don't work. And Phil doesn't give a shit. And then he comes online. He's like, "Guys, I need money for a new fight stick. Give me money."
Yeah.
But that's what he wants. He wants people to go like, well, and then what we're gonna get? Bitching.
Honestly, I don't think any of that shit is broken.
I don't know. Even if it is, it is. But it's just, at this point, it's just in the ether. He's like, it's broken, guys. Give me money. Did you fix it? No, I don't have the money. We gave it to you. I still don't have the money.
That was the shower head. Remember when the shower head broke? He's like, guys, need like $1,000, and then those dents went on the fucking, went on a fucking tip war, and he ended up with like $1,100-$1,200 that stream. And did he fix it? He said, no. He's like, I don't have time this month now, and it's not really a priority. And it's just like, what? You don't have a shower. How are you? And now he's showering every day, right? So it's like, you better get that shower fixed.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, Jasper's blood work's not important either. But
well,
this fight stick,
yes.
Like,
he don't give a shit. Fuck
like
that.
me saying, hey guys, the house I moved into has a lot of problems. Can you help me pay for repairs? And then I spend the money on, like, whatever. It's like...
Well, that's technically what he did. Remember, he moved in without an inspection.
Squishmallows.
Yeah. Well, we kind of did the same thing.
Holy shit, dude.
You moved in, and then they gave you the money, you spent it all on Squishmallows.
I would totally do that. And Funko Pops. Funko Pops and Squashmallows. I would totally do that, Raven. You got me pegged, motherfucker. Fuck you.
What happened to the money? Squishmallows.
I gotta send you those coffee crisps, Phil.
Fuck you. Yes, you do. Oh my god.
I still got them here, and I haven't even opened the box, and I keep staring at it.
Actually, you might want to hold on to the coffee crisps because it's still hot and they would melt.
Well, I gotta put them in a tin because a friend of mine told me the last time he sent something to Florida, when they opened the box, it was full of ants.
Yeah,
So...
Yeah, that's... Squashmallows are super cute, stuffed animals that are really, really plushy. You need to shop around first. For what, seemingly odd? I am such a Dory fish! Oh, a Steam Deck. A Steam Deck. Yeah, I want one too, but that's a pipe dream. I got more important things to do.
I'm so glad he didn't get a Stream Deck. I'm just so glad.
But that was the thing, right? It was either a Stream Deck or an arcade stick, and we just didn't know. Like, and then it was a PC, and it's like, wow.
What they paid for that mini PC, they could have gotten him the lower end Steam Deck and had money left over. Because if I remember correctly, the lower end Steam Deck's only like $400 or something.
Yeah.
It's comparable to a PS5 and all that. I remember that.
But like, how much do you think he's actually going to use this new PC? I don't think he's going to use it very much. I don't think he's going to use it very much.
I will say this. If you're saying Windows is already on there, we're already halfway there. Because the way I saw it, I thought there was nothing installed and he had to use a USB stick. I'm like, if there's, and like, okay, if Windows is on there, we're already half the battle. The question is, he's going to put Steam and he's going to put Chrono Trigger on it. And that's all it is going to be. So it's like, can't be that hard now.
Did I win? Wow.
But even still, like, he's gonna play Chrono Trigger. Then what? What's he gonna use it for after that?
Nothing.
Right? You're like, is he gonna buy any other Steam games? He'll buy. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go buy fucking Baldur's Gate and then realizes it runs like 20 frames per second.
Literally, just spam medium, hope it stuffs, and it stuffs all my moves.
Right?
Probably.
He might do that.
I don't know. Like that's.
He's that fucking retarded.
He is. He's really fucking stupid. I just don't get it. Like, it's like you gave him this PC. It's not the PC he wanted. Sure, he can emulate on it. Big deal. But what's he going to emulate? Like, is somebody going to convince him to play Fightcade? You don't play Fightcade.
Right. I got another question for you. It has 8 cores of whatever. Are they just mobile cores and it's just not strong enough?
Well, yeah. It's basically it's comparable to a Core i3 1030. Or 10300.
That's definitely not going to run any modern games.
Even if it has 8 cores in it, it's still equivalent to a dual core processor.
Well, they compare it to a Celeron. Like they compare there's 3 models that they compare it against the ratings.com. I'll go over it in the video tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
And like they say it's like on the cusp of equaling a 10400. But the 10400 edges it out, right? Just on raw processing power. The iGPU is really good because it's based off Radeon tech.
Okay.
But still, like, it's going to be sharing memory. I know he's got 32 gigs. It can only share up to a maximum of 8.
So
but it's not going to do 1080p game. It's not going to do what he thinks it's going to do for him.
So wait, shared RAM. So that means it's taking up 8 gigs of that RAM slot?
Yep.
Oh
So
my
instead of
God.
32, he's actually got 24.
Oh man, that's
Hey, Ice.
It's bad. It's bad. And
Yeah, like, it's... And then you look at the I.O., right? Like, he's talking about, oh, it's got a DisplayPort, but it's only DisplayPort 1.2. It's not even DisplayPort 1.4. And
Which
we
is
have
the good one.
DisplayPort... Which is the good one. We have DisplayPort 2 now, as well. It's HDMI 2.0. It's not even HDMI 2.1. And it's only USB 3.0. It's got 2 USB 3.0 on the front, and then 2 USB 2.0 on the back.
ew.
Yeah. And then the hard drive is actually pretty good. It's a Kingston NV1, but it's only PCIe Gen 3, not Gen 4 or 5. And that system will support Gen 4.
Ew.
But again, like this Windows ISO they have is 10 gigs. And it should only be 5.4, so there's a lot of weird software in that ISO.
Into the anti-air, baby. Oh.
I'm gonna unpack it. I want to see what's in there.
I hope you do. That sounds fun.
Like, I was just
It's
going
just-
through the drivers tonight, and the drivers, like, right away my VM machine picked up the Bitcoin miner, and I was just like, okay, there we go.
no.
But I am gonna be a nice guy, and I am gonna tell Phil that it's gonna be risky getting this thing online. I would suggest
Sure,
wiping it out
that-
beforehand.
He doesn't know how to do that.
Why are you gonna warn him?
Because Prophet and I talked about that earlier.
I'll say this, Meth Bear. He ain't gonna listen to us anyway. We could
He's not
literally
gonna listen.
go-
Yeah.
He's not
That's
going to
true.
listen, but at least Prophet's conscience will be clean.
That's what I'm saying. We could say everything. He ain't gonna listen to us. We could
Yeah.
literally tell him the secret of useful life. He ain't gonna listen
I
to
thought level
us.
2 would go through the fireball, but it was not
That's my concern. I just, like, you know what? As much as we want to see Phil,
Hope you guys are enjoying the
like, destitute,
as I level up here with
at the
Honda.
same time, it's just
more
like,
the basics than the combos right now, right?
he'll
Not like
turn it
this.
in. Like, if it does go really, really bad for him, which it probably will,
Blood Slam is great for
he'll just beg even harder, and the dents will take sympathy on him, and they'll give him more money.
So you're saying trying to do it over a fireball? The
Right.
fireball will stuff it, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's only invincible air to air, right?
I think
So it's
the-
like, we could probably just be like, yeah, Phil, you know, this is the Chinese knockoff. Don't... Xi Jinping sent this to you. Don't plug it in.
Who sent it to him?
Xi Jinping? The
That's
Chinese
a
president?
new- Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, like I said, you can tell him anything. He ain't gonna ever listen to us. Maybe one of them go like, it's Chinese stuff, and he might, and it's probably go like, why would my fans send me something
They were that.
horrible?
Well, the dent that sent it to him probably didn't know, or it's a troll op. But that's an expensive troll op, like $700.
Block, please. Can't block.
I mean, if it's a matter of getting,
Oh my god, nothing.
you know, getting close enough to get that assassin shot off, then it might be worth it. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's
Level 2
get close enough to
super
do
is
that.
Like, I was-
to make sure that you can strike.
well, that thing that hit ice, that Meritos game or whatever.
Mm.
I was gonna upload it to Phil's Discord channel until Shinko talked me off the ledge.
Oh.
I was gonna post it right on there and then watch the dents just crumble.
Good
But I
for you,
didn't
though.
Meritos. Wait, what was the thing that hit ice? The Meritos thing?
It was they go out there and they go, oh, test out my free game, and you click it and you download this link and then bang, you're fucked. Right? And so we were able to clean it up last week when it hit everybody. So I was thinking, I'm like, I'll take the link and I'll post it on Phil's Discord. But then
The
it was just
secret
like,
Discord.
yeah, the super not so secret Discord.
Everything about DSP is secret. And he wonders why people hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thrives on secrets and spite.
It's like, I don't have a
Angry
Discord.
little man.
Well, all your mods talk about the Discord. Oh, well, they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, no. He doesn't have a Discord. Somebody else has a Discord.
Well, somebody else has a Discord, yeah.
That he happens to rule the terrain and abuse people on. That's the point. That's his
Nice.
cuntish. That's his cuntish little pedophile ways. Little cunt.
Fuck DSP. What is DSP, Raven? What is DSP?
He's a bitch.
There we go.
Through and through, he's a bitch. You know, that Evo's going on, everyone's having a good time. That's what DSP's doing, playing Street Fighter alone.
Screaming at the screen. Begging for
Yeah.
a $300 fight stick.
That's all I want to say about that. Feel good that DSP's not an Evo, and everyone else is enjoying their time. And Lee.
Yeah. I gotta check out Ann's stream. I gotta give him my Prime membership on Twitch. I gotta go do that.
Well, Twitch is gonna have a few problems because their star got arrested.
Yeah, today he was giving away free shit.
I figured I would chip him to death.
And
I'm
he
still
got
trying
arrested
to-
because too many people showed up.
Yeah, which I was gonna say I'm a little concerned to see what Twitch does. Are they gonna show a blind eye? Because I don't think the NYPD gives a fuck.
Well, he didn't do anything wrong. He was giving away free stuff, and like 1 million people showed up.
But
Yeah,
it was not top tier.
Like,
right. Yeah.
he didn't do anything.
A riot.
Inciting a riot, yeah, Cyrax.
All right, after this fight, we'll take a break. After this Cammy fight.
Oh god, that thing when I saw Cyrax's video.
Which one?
His description of the events that led to his arrest.
Oh,
And
God.
then I saw the video of what happened, and then I'm just like, knowing him, it's probably bullshit. And then the way he's describing it, it's like he's describing things in reverse, and as if there's some grand trickery, and he did nothing wrong, and it's the same Phil mindset. It's the same mindset that Phil has, you know.
Okay, you're the best to answer this. What are Cyrax's chances?
Oh no, he's fucked. Yeah, he went out. He went out, and there was a guy. I mean, a guy happened to be out on the sidewalk in front of his house and holding a sign complaining about him. You know, typically sidewalks,
It's public.
it's public, but it's not in front of residential areas. I mean, are not necessarily the traditional places where you could protest. Like you can't really run protests or demonstrations, you know, around the clock, because you know people need to sleep and it could be disturbing to the neighborhood. So you can do it within certain limits. If you were over, say, in a town square, a public park, maybe you know, like in front of a town hall, those are traditional places where you would hold demonstrations and protests. So, but what he was doing, as long as he wasn't really disturbing anybody else and he was staying on the sidewalk, he was fine. If it was getting to the point where it was getting weird, Cyrax could have called the cops and just said, "Hey, there's a guy standing outside my house. He's holding a sign. He's screaming it, and maybe he's yelling. I don't know. Maybe he was yelling and saying all these things." The cops could have come by and said that, "Hey, you know, don't go over too much of this line. You can't do this at night. You know, you have to observe certain hours," and he could have maybe kept it in check. But because this guy is just a delusional narcissist, it's just like Phil. You respond to problems by bulldozing them. You attack, or you turn into a wild gorilla and you just stomp it into the ground and try to intimidate everyone around you into, you know, fearing and obeying you. That's just the usual go-to. But he's the one who struck first, and his main thing was that he said that, oh, he was on my property and he caught the bat and he stepped onto the sidewalk and dragged me along as if it's to make it look like Cyrax had tried to hit him while he was standing on the sidewalk, and he's like, well, he tricked everybody, and they were inciting a riot, and everybody started coming out.
Because the neighbors joined in.
the neighbors started coming out after he started making a scene with the baseball bat, and the yelling started. But then one of the other neighbors who came up and grabbed the sign, who started yelling at him and stepped onto his property.
Yeah.
Like that, briefly. But that's what he says. Oh, I went out because I was protecting myself and my family, and they were inciting a riot. And it's like, no, it was reverse order. And he's delusional. And he was hoping that nobody filmed it and nobody saw it, and he could just put his narrative out there and just call it that. So no, honestly, he might get away with probation, kind of like the way Boogie did. He might end up, because of his diminished mental capacity, he might plead that, but he's fucking with his lawyer right now and fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's pretty convinced of his narrative that they're trolls, they're harassing me, so I should be able to kill them, or I should be able to cause them traumatic brain injuries for any slight against me. And that's just his worldview, and it's not going to work. He might get away with probation, maybe a little bit of jail time. They might do some time served type of a thing, and or spend weekends in jail. I don't know, but is this his first criminal offense?
Wait, you can spend weekends in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't keep up with Cyrax because he frankly
I'm gonna say
disgusts
yes.
me.
I think it's probably his first criminal offense.
No, it's not. He's been arrested before. He's been arrested before, yeah.
No, I mean,
he does have a record. He does have a record.
There is
a record
of what?
Yeah.
But has he ever been to jail?
He's been to jail before. He has been to jail before.
He had a charge for choking his grandma. Was he convicted? That's the important thing. Was he convicted?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't convicted, but he does have a record. They have brought up the record and everything.
Right. So I mean, he does have some of that behavior. I think that
he does.
He might get some sort of diversion class where you have to do anger management and probably some.
Yeah, but
drug
it's not
testing.
anger though, right? Like it's not anger or drugs. He's
crazy.
An idiot.
Well,
The thing is that he did that because he couldn't control his anger. He couldn't control his emotions. He just let the emotions get a hold of him. And because if you're really that afraid, you would stay inside, lock the door. And that's what he's claiming though now. He's claiming though, because of the trolls, he can't go outside. He can't go anywhere because he's fearing for his life because of the harassment. Does he have any legal grounds?
I mean, there's that one guy who... Okay, there was the guy who was at Music Biz Marty who was at that Airbnb... Was it an Airbnb right around the corner from him?
Yeah, it was Airbnb down the street from him, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, and is he gone now?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gone, so that's not... Okay, that's done. Who else? Now you could just say, okay, well, who else? Who is somebody stalking you? Is somebody outside your home? Have you been attacked when you were outside of your home? Has somebody made specific credible threats?
The problem is he invites the trolls. He goes, come over to my house and I'll fucking fight you and shit like that. Like, he'll tell the trolls that. And the trolls will show up and he'll stay inside his house. Marty has shown up. Marty's, like, we've seen the video where he's like, hey, Cyrax. And then Cyrax just rushes him, and Marty just pounds him into the ground.
Yeah, so you can't invite people over to your house saying, come and fight me, and then say, well, I'm scared to leave now. That doesn't work.
Plead innocence, yeah.
And then plead innocence, or then plead harassment, and or victimhood. No, that's not going to work. If people did it on their own, saying, hey, Cyrax, I'm coming to your town, I'm going to kick your ass, and somebody shows up and says, hey, I'm over here, people shouldn't do that if they honestly did do that, okay? But that's not what's happening here. Now, he would have a good argument if people were doing it on their own. They were coming out, they knew where he lived, they were saying, hey, I'm over here, I'm watching your house, when you come out I'm going to beat your ass. he could have a valid argument.
Well, they have, right?
If he didn't invite it, he's inviting it though.
But that's the problem, is he's inviting it, yeah, and that's where, and that's the issue, and he doesn't understand. It's like, you can't go on the internet, and the cops have told him, stay off the internet. The judge told him, stay off the internet. His lawyer told him, stay off the internet. What does he do? Runs home, gets on the internet.
He could be, the thing is, it depends if that was a court order that had some sort of teeth behind it, or if it was just a recommendation.
Well, did you heard you heard the recording of his lawyer telling him to stay off the fucking internet, right?
Right, but you don't have to take your lawyer's advice. A lot of my clients don't take my advice, and then they come and regret it later, and they want me to undo their fuck ups. So it's most of the actually, you know what? Most of the time they do, but sometimes they don't. Is people act like this is going to keep them off the internet? Do you think the only way that it could keep him off the internet is if there is an actual court order that is enforced with contempt powers, or maybe if he violates it, they could end up, revoking any type of probation he has and say then you will go to jail for a certain period of time. We'll convict you for I don't know, a year in jail or a year in prison. And but we're going to stay the sentence. You have to stay off the internet for 18 months or 2 years. And if you get on the internet and you start fucking around like you were, you're going to go to and do your sentence. That may keep him off. May.
No way.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. People like him, they can't resist. Either he will do it himself, or he will have somebody go and say his words online on his behalf. But I think that he needs it. He's just too addicted to it. It's not going to work. Yeah.
What do you think about the people telling him that he should represent himself and get rid of his lawyer? Because he's got a lot of trolls trying to convince him to do that.
Yeah,
that's going to be the last nail in his casket if he tries that.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that, but he could do what he wants as long as he is determined to be mentally competent. Then he has every right to represent himself in court, and the judge will ask him a series of questions of whether or not he has any history of diagnosed mental illness, whether or not he is on any type of medication, whether or not he has any sort of, whether or not he has, they'll ask about his literacy level, his education level. They will ask about his understanding of the court system and how laws work. They will admonish him that he will be held to the same standard as an attorney, and he cannot use any sort of him representing himself as any grounds for appeal. Like if he tried to say inadequate assistance of counsel or something of that nature, he can't plead that, saying, well, I represent myself and I fucked up, so I want an appeal and I want to do over. No, sorry. There's a whole slew of things that the judge will have to do to determine if he's okay, and they will warn him, don't do it, but if you want to, go ahead. But I can't say. I would tell, if the lawyer side of me would say, just stick with the lawyer. Just do with what the lawyer says, and you'll probably get out of it without too much damage. But he's going to fuck up again.
Oh, he'll fuck up 100%. I think the issue, like a lot of people are thinking that his best case scenario that he's put into a home, right? Because Sally and Ed obviously cannot look after him, right? And he's not going to fall. Sally, he controls Sally, basically, right?
Is Sally the grandma?
Yeah, it's the grandmother/mother.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, like, up here in Canada, we have a program called AISH. And that's for people that are, like, mentally... Like schizophrenics. Like Derek, right, exactly, like Derek, right? Just not as sexually active.
Not
they
as
don't know
degenerate.
Yeah.
Not as big of a degenerate.
Do you have that down in the States? Something similar?
I don't even know what this program does. What does it do?
It's like a group home, right? And they'll give them an allowance per month or whatever. This is for things like medication, for their housing and everything like that.
I know there was something like that in a
It's
town
not like disability.
next to ours.
It's not
like a
disability.
Yes, but it's a hopscotch. It's not as good as that.
Basically, they're giving them access to their own money is what it is. It's done through their disability, if I remember correctly. Because there was a home like that next door to my friend's house.
They might have, for people, they have certain programs. That it's not a government program. They might have certain private programs, or a slew of programs that you
Here's
can do.
my question: is how funded is this program?
It's funded by the government. And it's very good. It is very good. My uncle was in it. Because I have an uncle that was schizophrenic. He passed away from lung cancer.
Not here. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about mental illness.
It's not. It's not. You don't typically find things as good. Certain cities might have it, but they're usually
counties.
Or counties, but they're incredibly overburdened. The more you go towards the center of the country in the south, the less likely you are to find those programs.
Most of the mental health care is done through privatized hospitals, like the one my son had to go to for a while. He was in for lack of a better word, he was in an institution for 10 days and was privately owned.
And that's where I think Cyrax is going to end up. I think he's going to be institutionalized.
So the thing is that it's really hard to institutionalize somebody.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it depends. If it's through conviction, yes, you can do that. Now, if he were to say, try to voluntarily submit himself into an institution, they don't necessarily have to let you out after, if you admit yourself into an institution.
Yeah.
If they believe that you are a potential danger to yourself or others, they can keep you even if even if you checked yourself in.
That's why.
I don't think he's going to do that. But actually, just before we get too far, Anthony said, "How are you going to send someone to jail if there's tons of internet cafes?" He's going to post videos of himself, or he's going to post on blogs, and somebody's going to find that shit, and they're going to post it. They're going to forward it to his PO.
Yeah.
And that's all they got to do. Of course he's going to do videos in which he's going to talk about the trolls are ruining his life and they're stalking him, and that it's bullshit and he didn't do anything wrong, and they're making up all these lies about him, and if they only left him alone, then he'll be a complete success, and
he won't have to hurt anybody. And
and but if you test him, it's like he said, I'm afraid for my life, but if you test me, I'm gonna cleave you in half, and I'm gonna rip you apart, and I'm gonna kill your families, and while I'm terrified of you.
That's kind of sounds similar to what we went through with Christopher. He would be fine if we left him alone, but as soon as we would have to reprimand him for something, or do something he didn't agree with, or try to control him, he tried to kill the night we finally had to put our foot down and have him hospitalized, he tried to choke my youngest with a power cord. That stuff you gotta take, thankfully you didn't ignore that, because that probably would have gotten worse. Up until that point, I will admit, I was in denial. I was hoping things would get better over time, that if we just showed him the love, show him how much we loved him and stuff, that it would magically go away. And then come to find out, he's considered autistic with a mood disorder, and this mood disorder is common in a lot of people with autism, and it presents like schizophrenia, which probably has led to a lot of autistic people with this disorder being misdiagnosed as schizophrenic. But he's medicated for it, and he will be on that medicine the rest of his life.
Yeah, and that's one of those things when it comes to that type of bad behavior by people who have behavioral issues. Often love is typically not the answer.
Yeah.
It's a boot on the neck, and unfortunately, but that's the thing is, if you don't put the boot on the neck, they're gonna put theirs on you.
Yeah, and I wish I had come to accept that sooner. I really do, and I regret that my youngest Dakota had to go through all of what he went through, because I was unable I wasn't unwilling. It really was an unable. I wasn't able to admit.
But also, I mean, sometimes it's just that things aren't necessarily serious, and you're, maybe, if you don't get to that point, you're like, okay, well, we can try to work on some behaviors and just trying to correct them over time. But then,
Right.
Usually it's one of those things that just springs on you. It's like, okay, you've gone to a completely different level. And this isn't just misbehavior. This isn't just, sibling bickering. This is something that's potentially dangerous.
Dangerous.
And that usually comes out of nowhere.
And the one thing that broke my heart was we were sitting outside with the police officers, talking to them, and Christopher told me, "I'm sorry, Mommy," and that just totally gutted me. Oh my fucking, I was ruined. Because once he could get back into his right state of mind, he realized what was happening. And I said, "I know, honey, I know."
A lot of times it's just too late.
Yeah. That's why I got to take my hat off to the Akron police about how they handle Cyrax and his family, because they are very professional when they come out there. Like, even though Cyrax got arrested, but again, that's the Goblin's fault, right? Like that.
Yeah.
They have to do something, but they're polite about it. Right, and they're understanding. They know exactly, like, this guy. They labeled him. What do they say? They labeled him as a 42, which is like they're mentally deranged or whatever. Like the family's labeled as a 42.
I think what it's considered here in the U.S. is 5150.
5150 is a part. 5150 is actually part of the California.
Oh, 43. There we go.
A 5150 is actually a part of the California Health and Welfare Code.
Yeah.
And welfare, it's part of the Welfare and Institutions Code, and that's the reason 5150 has been spread about. It's because of Hollywood, and people say, "Oh, they're 5150ing him." It's specific to California, but just about every state has their own version of it. But yeah, it's in the involuntary hold, the involuntary mental health hold. So, yeah.
And
seemingly odd and vicious corrected me there. It's a 43 is what they consider him.
I agree with Prophet, though. Having a good support, granted, police officers don't have to, but they often will go out of their way. It's like there was one night Christopher was trying to run away from home, and he wound up down on the block, and we had to call the police. And they were so nice. They walked us home. They talked to Christopher, and they got to know him because of how many times we had to call the police. And they remembered him, and they understood that he's autistic, and they treated him so nicely, and us too, not just him, but Dakota and I as well.
Well, do you think Rax is autistic, or is he just?
He has something mental going on. But
there's definitely something there, but what, I don't know. Because he's coherent enough. But he's sending his dick pics to 14-year-olds. He's sticking stylists up his urethra. He's he knows what he's doing, and he knows he's lying. Like Base Shaman. I'd love to sit down and talk with Base Shaman. I love that guy. Marty, I don't give a flying fuck about. But you see the one where he's where they tried to kill him, but it was just a mousetrap that went off on his bed. Or behind his bed.
Maybe it's not necessarily that it could be he's lying. It's that it could be that he's trying to quote unquote win people over to his side when he talks about things online. But I think it could also be, the way Phil creates these lies and delusions. It's in order to protect himself, to protect his own psyche from what's happening, and in order to convince himself that he's the victim and he's not doing anything wrong. This can't possibly be any of his fault that this shit's happening to him. He hasn't done anything.
Well, you draw those parallels, right, between Phil and Cyrax.
Yeah, these lolcows, they do the same. They do the same shit. What's his face? King Cobra blames everyone else. He has a different set, But I mean, he also has this weird obsession with food, and which it's like, oh, look at this delicious meal I'm making. I'm owning the trolls by having all this bacon.
That's
You
the
know, it's
thing.
really, really fucking weird.
That's the thing when these people, they're so obsessed on who likes me and try to mitigate the trolls. It's like, just, they're all watching you. Like, there's no I like you, I hate you. Just, they're watching you.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
they probably get some sick fetish off of knowing that they have all these people that, like, they watch them not to support them, but just to laugh at them. But they feel important that way, I guess.
And especially when you're King Cobra and you're living in Section 8 and you're on disability and you're making wands and this is the only thing you have.
Oh,
Like,
I forgot.
For
he
me,
does
King
that.
Cobra, King Cobra's cool. Like, you know what? I don't have a problem with Cobes. He's just a disgusting little boglin, right? Like, that's the thing with Cobes. With Cyrax, it's like, man, if I ever met that guy, I don't know. Like,
He's the tech-
knowing the
Cyrax
stuff
is
that
that-
he's...
Cyrax is the feet first on the wood chipper type of guy.
Yeah.
He's attempting to do something that you know, is you cleanse with holy fire. This is, you know, it's shall we cleanse the heretic brother? It's that type of shit. You know, you just want to go and you just want to make an example out of the fucker. With Cobra, at least he's saying of age. He makes it clear of age. You know, big titty goth mommy. That's what he wants. Which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Yeah, they're great. They're great, but
They're great. They're fucking great.
It's kind of hard to find your big titty goth mommy if you're not able to go out there and make it happen.
Yeah, but
Or
he's
be
really
better.
not going. He's really not going to because he's on disability. Okay, he might find one who has a fetish with taking care of somebody who's disabled. Because yes, you do have women who have that fetish in which they want to go out and find a guy who's disabled to take care of them. They have a caretaker fetish.
Yeah.
And he might find. I've seen fucking just gorgeous, like 8, 9, 10 women with guys who are maybe like quadriplegics or something like that, or who have severe disabilities. Maybe they've are double amputees, and you know, their panties just turn into a fucking fish tank when they get around these people. But
What? Where is this? Where is this place? Like, I need to know,
just gotta-
because
you-
I will
Find
make
a
myself.
mommy. I want
I will
mommy.
make myself
You just gotta
disabled,
find
man.
people.
Like, come on, like.
you just gotta find these women, and they exist.
They're
They
out there,
do
but you
exist.
have
They're
to.
out there. They are out there.
But
There's
they're
a
hidden.
website for that, I'm sure.
But normally,
Probably.
but the thing is that in order for him to find the type of woman that he wants, he probably needs to have some game. Because the thing is that even a lot of women out there who are to be like solid 4s, you know, still think that there's those guys who are like 7s and 8s and shit like that. You know, it's
The big
Yeah.
problem for Cobes is the alcoholism.
he needs to stop drinking. He's already done
He
damage
needs to
to his
stop.
body.
Oh yeah, he's fucked his liver up. Like, he's screwed there. His liver's done. But like with Cyrax, it's like the guy doesn't drink. The guy doesn't do any drugs. He's just fucked up.
Yeah, he's that way sober. He's that way stone cold sober, which is scary. Is that his first thing is to come out and attempt to do violence on somebody, and then he just lies about what happened. You know,
Like, it's
He's that way
insane.
naturally.
Like Cyrax shit is
he's nuts.
like, and I've been watching a lot of Cyrax this week. Like, a lot. I've been watching a lot of Bay Shaman. I've been watching a lot of Smokey
I watched-
McCool. I've been watching
watched-
his stuff.
I watched the whole hour of the Smoky McCool stuff, and
Yeah.
he's fucked. It's just really scary, and he has zero idea what's about to happen.
Yeah, like, I don't understand his thinking. Like, it's just like, dude, the lawyer knows you're fucked. Okay, the lawyer knows you're screwed. Right now, they're just trying to basically commute whatever sentence he's gonna get.
They're trying to do damage control and basically trying to get him that sweet deal where he could probably avoid jail time if he goes through some classes and some diversion, you know, get some help. And because the thing is that the guy protesting on his lawn and the fact that he does have the trolling, it will somewhat help him. in a way. That
But the
people
trolling is brought on himself, though. That's the problem.
in a way, but
right?
the thing is that, but even though he might invite people to come over, they don't have to. But people do come over. I mean, somebody did rent an Airbnb down his street who has a history of talking to him online and doing elaborate trolls for him. So that's touching the poo in a way. So it's not going to be a complete shield, but to a judge might look at that and say, oh wait. So where's Music Biz Margie from, or where's he from?
I don't know. He's like a state over. He's not like 3,000 miles away.
Okay, but he had to travel to a different state, find an Airbnb that was on the same street as Cyrax, and he had to travel there, pay for the lodging, and then go and communicate to Cyrax saying, hey, I'm over here, even
That
though we
shows
have animosity.
intent.
It shows, yeah, that's intent. So somebody was willing to go through all that just to mess with them.
See, that guy that had the sign, though, he was from out of state as well.
He was from out of state as well, so somebody came out and started doing that from out of state. It's not illegal, but it is a little weird that somebody would go that far just to piss somebody off. So that's the thing, that is one thing that, he has going for him, is that these people are touching the poo, basically. Nobody has touched Phil. Nobody has gone up and as far as we know, and made contact with Phil. Nobody's tried to fuck with Phil. Nobody. Okay, I gave Jenna Kat's cell phone number.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here.
Yeah,
because I've got some news as well.
Yeah, so communicate that way, and she said that she would text her and try to give a call, maybe leave a voicemail, because I said she might think that you're a troll, because I'm thinking somebody's probably tried to call Kat and fuck with her and before, and so it's like you gotta prove it's you right away, because
I've called her, wished her happy birthday, but I know.
Don't.
God. Yeah. So I'm trying to reunite. We're trying to reunite the sisters here, dude. But
and that's the plan, to reunite Jenna and Kat.
But that's the thing, is that like she said, I think she said the last time she spoke to Kat was when she was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, it was like 15 years ago or something like that.
No, let me see. I think let me see. Jenna was born in December of 1994. So wait, was it not? No, not 90. Was it 94? Is Jenna almost 30?
That sounds about right.
Kat's 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Jenna was born in. I think Jenna was born in 97.
So
Jenna's
she's
born in
my.
97.
So she's 26.
She's 26.
Yeah, she was born in 97, because Kat was born in 90. Was it 90 or 91? Something like that. Kat was born in the 90s.
Yeah, because Kat's 8 years younger than Phil. She's 33. That's how old Kat is. 33.
Yeah, and so Jenna was born in, I believe, December 97.
Wow, I didn't think she was my kid's age.
Yeah, I didn't think she was that young.
Yeah, because she was much younger.
Is.
She was much younger. Because she mentioned that she was put into a home, and then when all that shit went down, I believe Kat was already a teenager, and was put into a home with like she said, a really nice home with a kid who was already disabled, and it was very loving, and apparently was okay. But Jenna said that she got put into one of the foster homes where the guy was molesting her and raping her, which is the foster system is the #1 hunting ground, and they just deliver the prey right to you, basically. And so that's where a lot of the pedophiles like to go, is become foster parents for the system.
Mm-hmm.
Happens all the fucking time, unfortunately. So but she said the last time they ended up talking was when Jenna was 14, 15 years old.
Wow, that's sad.
And now she's 20. What days? She was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she was 20. What was she? 26? 25?
I guess.
I can't math right now. Yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a while.
But because when you and I talked about it, like getting Jenna's information, giving her the information to get a contact with Kat. So you told me that she called that Gene outlet, right? Where Kat said, where the police report stated that she worked.
Right.
So I called the Gene outlet, and I said I was doing an article for like the Renton Gazette, and that I was looking for Catherine Burnell because she had filed a police report with car thefts, and I was doing an article based on car thefts. She's never worked there. They have no Catherine Burnell ever working at the Gene outlet. So that police report is full of shit.
I knew it.
So yeah, like that. The officer that responded is like second in command of the police force in that area. The IP address is from a military base in Alaska, and Catherine doesn't work at the Gene outlet.
So either Phil filled that out himself. Now the thing is that if it was a cell phone, the thing is that if it was from a cell, like
even if it had a VPN, it will not point towards a military base.
Right, which is kind of strange. But the thing is I think he said that Kat already. He said on the stream that she filled out a police report.
Yeah, that she was talking there on the phone. She was doing it on her phone.
Right. So the thing is, I mean, I've looked up sometimes I've looked up my IP address when I'm on the cell data, and I've been shown to be in St. Louis, Missouri.
I've been shown to be in like Toronto.
Yeah.
But like a military base in Alaska, is not gonna happen.
Do you think somebody out of state filed it for her?
My theory is it's an OIC op because he is contracted to the military for communications, and that might be how he did it. That's my theory. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Isn't that falsifying police report? A police report?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
that's actually, but that is a felony.
It's DSP. They don't.
Now, who would go to jail? The person who filed it, or Kat, since it was in her name, or both?
Well, no, I mean, if that's it would be the person who actually filled it out. So if Kat can show that she didn't actually fill it out, then she'd be exonerated. If she didn't,
well, I don't think
either fill it out or cause it to be filled out.
Yes, I chipped him.
Big guy. I don't think the story's like a complete lie. I don't think that the tire was stolen. I think it was just flat. And Phil made up some story to sensationalize for the stream.
Yeah, like I said, I think she got a flat tire. And
no way that shit cost $700.
Because because he would buy all 4 tires because he's an idiot, right? Even though he just needs to buy one.
To pay for it. He wanted a salacious story so he can make WWE champions.
But he didn't make that. He did. The funny thing is, he didn't beg for that money, like he has over other issues with the car in the past, right?
You don't need to if there's sympathy. If you're a victim of a crime, you don't need to pay.
He does that all the time. He gets sympathy money all the time now.
Yeah.
The TV, the everything, but yeah, he's a sympathy magnet.
Right, he's got that new computer now. He's gonna get an arcade fight stick. Like Jax is gonna send him a new stick, guaranteed, for the PS5.
Wasn't Jax just the one he has now?
Yeah. The Hori one he's using right now is most likely sent by Jax. That's the theory.
Wow.
And DSP was like, "Oh, no one gives me anything. I'm an asshole. Thank you, Jax."
But like, with the whole tire thing, even it was pointed out. Who pointed it out? Somebody from TBS pointed it out that the jack used to steal the so-called tire is a standard Honda. It's a standard Honda Civic jack. Which is what Phil or Toyota Camry. Sorry.
Yeah, Toyota Corolla. But yeah, it was the same jack.
Corolla,
we said on our show was if the tire was stolen, you would have 2 jacks. Why would they leave a jack that is literally for that car there?
I've never seen that before. They normally put them up on cinder blocks, right?
Perfect parry. Yikes.
Yeah, that's when you
Normally,
leave it in a
yeah.
bad neighborhood, yeah, and they just tear the car apart.
I mean, granted, all I know about that is from movies and TV and shit, so I maybe...
Well, no, they'll put it on cinder blocks. I remember one time when I was driving down a street, I was going down to a friend's house, and I saw that when I turned in onto their residential street, there was a BMW that was there, and I ended up picking them up and leaving about 20 minutes later, and when we passed them by, that same BMW was up on blocks, and all the tires were gone.
See, when I was a kid, I always thought people were just working on cars. Little did I know.
You might be. I mean, some people, you might be. They might be. Some people will do that. They'll just put the cinder blocks there as a cheap way of, just keeping a car lifted. And it's dangerous, but they'll go ahead and do that. They might use milk crates or bricks or something. Yeah, they'll whatever might be able to hold up the car temporarily. They don't care after that point. But whatever can hold up the car long enough for them to get everything off and get away with the loot. Basically, that's all they care about. It's like, is it gonna, like with milk crates, are they gonna crack and fall eventually? Yeah, probably, but they don't care. They already got away with what they wanted. So.
But yeah, like right now, that police report it's bogus.
Well, I don't know. She might, honestly, because she knew that could have probably been public. She might have she could work somewhere in the mall.
Well, the thing is, she works at the IKEA. That was always the thing, according to the Kiwi thing.
But the reflection that we saw from in the car kind of matched up more with the mall. At first, like Raven and I, we were looking at this for a long time, and I'm like, look, it looks like it looks like the mountains that are back here with all the trees on it. But then when we got the clearer picture, it turns out that those weren't trees. That was actually a wall.
Well, remember what Phil said? She was on her lunch break.
I thought she said she was leaving or something like that.
No, like when Phil was leaving to go deal with it, he said that she was grabbing lunch.
Oh, no!
Yeah. And the tire was gone.
Yeah.
So, like, the IKEA isn't too far from the mall. Like, it's just down the street. So she could have just hopped over to the mall to grab something to snack on. And then walked out and it was gone. Or she works somewhere else in the mall. Because she definitely doesn't work at the Geno.
Yeah, she doesn't work at the Lucky Jeans. Yeah,
Lucky Jeans or whatever. Yeah.
She doesn't work there. She, like you said, she could work at somewhere else, or it's IKEA. I know she worked at a makeup store. So the only thing that you could really do is call every store in the mall.
Oh God.
Check. I mean, that's
I'm not doing that.
That's how you do detective work. Is that shoe leather, working that shoe leather out there.
Like it would be fun to just do it, like a, because that's what I'm into. I'm into doing that, digging deep and finding all the shit on Phil and stuff like that. Yeah. But at this point, it's like, do I even want to bother? Like, we know it's more than like, we know it's everything now is basically phony. Right? My concern right now is just getting Jenna in touch with Kat.
Yeah.
But like she's supposedly going to write a letter, right? She posted on her Instagram that she's writing a letter to her family.
Oh my God.
But my problem with that is Phil's probably going to intercept it. Would Phil hand? Do you think Phil would give her the letter from her sister, or do you think he would just dispose of it?
No.
Hell no.
Fuck no. He wants to isolate her and keep her away from as much of her past as he possibly can, including family.
He'll think it's a troll op. It's like, it's your sister, so these are trolls. These are trolls who are trying to hurt me and my family.
Well, so, yeah. Of course, he'll be about him more than Kat.
And WWE champions, don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck Kat. It's fuck Kat. It's about hurting him. So it's about making him feel bad and also fucking with his money. So, which is hurting him. That's the thing, is that that hurts his family, is, you know, fucking with his money.
Yes, which is technically illegal. Well, it is illegal, not technically.
Is it tampering with the mail? Yes, you're not supposed to withhold mail from people like that. So
you're supposed to give it to the person, or if they're not, or like return to sender, or you know, whatever. But yeah, throwing away mail that's meant for somebody else.
Mentally abused her. I don't know if it was necessarily. It's definitely control, but the thing is that it might have been control that, under the circumstances and also what she gains in exchange, she might have willingly given up. And it's like, I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about bullshit. I don't have to fuck this guy. I don't have to suck his dick and enjoy it.
She didn't even get a kiss from him. He's like, "Can I get a kiss, honey?" And he's like, "Why?" Yeah, that's the answer you're getting. It's like,
she exists for him to dunk on the stupid kids in his audience, because he's the mature adult with the female wife who cooks and cleans and washes his laundry and takes care of him, and that's it.
That's going to be the next thing that breaks the washer and dryer.
Yeah. So bitch better you know, break out a tub and start scrubbing by hand.
A washboard.
Can you picture that?
Laundromat.
They're drying the fucking. He ain't going to a laundromat. He ain't gonna spend fucking change. That's gonna go to WWE.
Send her to the river and let her pound her laundry against a rock.
Yeah, they'll have like the clothesline up in the backyard in the fucking gated community.
I mean, Ket should be pounded up against a rock, you know, normally, but Phil won't fucking do that. So,
yeah, it's true, it's true.
Oh.
So she could send. Actually, yeah, she could send. Cannot Jenna send a letter by Yeah, you could do that where it could be restricted delivery to a particular person, but then they'll ask, well, who's it from, and then they can refuse service. But the person who it would be restricted delivery to would have to refuse it. So that would be something that could work.
Yeah.
You have to pay for it though. But the problem
is to sender.
I will give Jenna the money to send it to Kat directly.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd be able to necessarily receive it. She might be able to use her Cash App. She's not really going to be able to buy stuff because she's locked up. I even asked her, like, what are you going to do, like, if you run out of shit? And she's like, I have friends who can bring me stuff. You can have people who can bring you things, and they'll inspect it, and if it's okay, then, you know, that's yours. But she's not allowed to leave.
Man, that's sad.
At least
if you talk to her again, let her know.
It was either that or get violated when she overdosed.
Well, yeah.
She said.
Did she overdose recently?
Yeah. She claimed that she overdosed. She told me that she overdosed.
She relapsed, right, or something?
She relapsed. Yeah, right after she got out.
No.
She ended up overdosing, and her I'm like, and you didn't get violated? And she's like, my PO just said instead of you being at the outpatient facility, you're going into the inpatient facility to do it.
Fuck. So, I was really rooting for her too.
Yeah, she admitted she fucked up, but you know, she's clean, sober, and right now. But I think that what she did was that because she had been sober for so long and had been in treatment in jail, that she went and took her old dose and what she was used to taking, and it fucked her up.
You can't do that. You can't take any of it. You need to stop.
You need to stop, but the thing is that if you do that, you can't go back to your old dose. Your body's not used to it. That's what killed that, Corey Monteith, I think it was his name? He was from that show Glee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a previous heroin addict, and then he relapsed and started using his old dose and ended up ODing and died because of that. So, yeah, it just shocked your system. What the fuck? So, and that's what she said happened to her. And she said she was always a pillhead. She wasn't, and I believe her. I've seen her teeth. You know, she showed me her teeth. She has perfect teeth. They're pretty good.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, she if she did meth, unless she was injecting it, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people you just smoke that shit. No, she I think she was just doing Xannies and maybe lean and pills.
Oh my God.
You know, just a pillhead.
Well,
I'm gonna keep it positive that if we get her back in touch with Kat, maybe she'll get that support that she needs.
Yeah.
Right?
At least having some hope.
But no, like next time you see her, let her know that, you know, sending like a direct mail to Kat is probably her best bet.
Yeah, that's
and if she needs the money for it, I'll give her the money for it.
Okay.
I doubt it, Anthony. Phil has that household so much on lockdown.
He owns it.
He'll know if Kat gets any kind of notice in the mail.
What they'll do is that they'll typically, I mean, they'll drop something off. If it's a special delivery, then, or not a special delivery, but if it's restricted delivery to a particular person, and you're not home, they might drop off a little tag. They might put it in the mailbox or something, or leave a note on the door, and it will say you can either come down and try to pick it up from the post office, or we will send it out for delivery again at a certain point. And so she might be able to go and pick it up there. Or she might be home, and the mailman would knock on the door and say, "Cat for mail, please. We've got restricted delivery. You've got to sign for it." And if she happens to be home, which she is most of the time, she'll get it in her hands, and there we go. Hopefully Phil is streaming at the time and doesn't notice.
We all hear it?
Yeah, and he won't. Hopefully he won't hear it, and she can read it.
I can see it now. Phil comes back on stream and he's like, "Fucking trolls! They sent my wife a letter pretending to be her sister."
Yeah, well, if it has really pretty handwriting, then it's like most females do, compared to guys. It's yeah. And if she talks about specific things that only Jenna would know, then yeah.
I hope for the best for Jenna and Kat.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
Me too.
Like, but like, I look at Phil's history with Liana. It was the same thing, right? Like, Phil separated her from her friends and her family, moved her across the country. What did he do with Kat? Separated her from her friends and her family, moved her into Seattle.
Yeah, it's his MO. But I mean, that's what you do. That's how you protect. He's doing it to protect himself and to protect his labor. His little labor pool is, just isolation. So, you only serve me, and he has his idea of how things are. And that's it.
But it's like, that's her family. And I think that would give...
I don't think DSP gives a fuck about any family
whatsoever. He doesn't give a shit. No, 100% Raven. 100%. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's got that cousin/adopted sister, Melissa. When was the last time they talked?
Probably not in 15 years if he got out there.
Like, his dad calls, telling him about or he calls his dad for help with the car. His dad's talking to him about a fish. Phil don't give a fuck about that fish.
Yeah, and his dad didn't give a fuck about the car, so it's even. It's
like, what kind of family? Like, you can see how Phil was brought up. Like fuck, those parents failed. Like, you wouldn't believe.
Anthony, I think it's actually technically illegal to pose as a post office employee. Because
any government official probably.
Well, isn't the USPS technically a privately owned institution now?
It is a government-backed private corporation.
Yeah. So as good of an idea as that sounds, it would not be a good idea.
So, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a captured corporation. It's a corporation that the United States government set up. So people are like, oh, it's a private entity. It's like, yes, but no. So it's not like Xerox or Apple or anything like that. It's the government has its back. It's like, what is it? The Institute for the Blind. And was it the National Trust, I believe Smithsonian Institution, are all similar. Yeah, Smithsonian Institute, they're all the same, along the same lines. They're government-created entities that are backed up by the government, but they're sort of expected to, bring in their own money for the most part.
I just can see Phil, like, if a letter arrived for Cat, Phil would just crumpled up, throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Yes. Just
Like,
like
and
the
that's-
amiibo.
Yeah.
Still hits me.
Like, because obviously Cat didn't know that Jenna was in jail, right?
Probably not.
Even though I told Phil on chat
Can't
and
do anything.
on
I'm
his
not
stream,
even
he didn't
attacking.
even
He did jabs and it just started hitting me.
he didn't even mention it to Cat. So
It's like, why would he care? Or maybe, I mean, who even knows what level he knows about Kat, like her name or what she's done, or what Kat has told him about Jenna.
Oh, he definitely knows. He definitely knows who Jenna is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Officer Sanders. He probably has.
Officer Sanders.
He's probably.
Oh my
It's probably been mentioned on his Discord. And
Yes.
to some degree, but I would imagine he would be like, he could be like, that has nothing to do with me or my streams, and at that point, and whatever. I don't really care. But the thing is, it's just about getting them back together. But here we are. We're trying to do something fun and positive.
Positive and chill. We gotta get chill in there.
Chill, fun, and positive.
Yeah. Look at this damage.
And meaningful.
Look at this combo, dude.
How
Reuniting
angry
the
do you
family.
think Phil? How angry do you think Phil would be if he found out that we were doing this?
He ain't listening.
He ain't listening, but he'd probably, if he might go full retard and just start bitching about it. Like, oh, trolls are trying to harm my family by pretending to be her, trying to be family who she might, that Kat wants nothing to do with and not talk to because they're such toxic individuals and toxic, non-meaningful individuals who don't cook dinner every night and don't wash my laundry. It's like, it's that bullshit, you know?
What would happen if Jenna, like, when we do get them in contact? What would happen if Jenna comes on and just feels like, yeah, that fucking prick? It's like, your trolls are the one that got me back in touch with my sister.
Yeah, eventually it would be that thing. Eventually it could be like that. It's like, no, it's like these people got me back involved with my sister. It's like, I have family again because of these people. And she doesn't understand it, you know. But when she did the whole, I will murder him, she's like, I was high. At the time, I was really fucking high.
Oh yeah, I saw that on that Instagram video.
Alright, I'm gonna still play for about another 20
Yeah,
minutes or so.
and no, I mean when she's like, oh, you're getting hit.
I can't believe how good
Yeah, I can't die.
Right?
I'm too powerful.
Okay, yeah,
for
no,
this one.
I asked her, it's like, did you really mean that you were gonna go over there and murk him? And she's like, I was high
Oh.
at the time. I didn't mean that, but she wanted to go see. But people was just like, hey, if you know where he is and you have his address, and people are like, oh yeah, I'll buy you a ticket, and then nobody ever did.
Of course, no one did. It's all bullshit.
So,
But could she get on? Like, could she get through the gate?
Yeah.
To even see Cat, like that.
LTG Junior, no one cares about the stuff you're
Because
Oh.
she's family, yeah.
I'll accept your super chats, but I'm not reading the
Like, she just has to, like, if somebody questions, she could just say, "I'm here to see my sister."
super chats. Also,
I mean, it depends on what the security is like. For I understand, the security over there is pretty piss poor, and I'm sure she can find it.
Yeah, they've got
said
like a
it's
camera or whatever. There's like a camera there, and that's about it.
It's a
Yeah,
gate.
it's pretty lax. It's a coded gate of security camera.
Come on, guys.
I mean, I've literally seen gated communities in which it's like, oh, look how highly secure this place is. You got the gate, and it's like, oh wait, what is this? And you just literally walk around.
Walk around it, yeah. I've seen that video online.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Here we go. Or there's some unlocked door
Hi,
off to the
Alfred.
side for pedestrians.
Hello.
Hey, Alfred.
I'm not playing. It's a short week for me. That's why I'm playing this all day with Honda was great.
I've done that before where there was a secured apartment structure where a guy knew where he lived, and there was the gate where you can get in and out with your vehicle, and there was a pedestrian gate, and that was just habitually unlocked. Like the lock was broken, and had been that way for a long time. You just open it up and you just go inside. And, you know, secure facility, right?
Hey.
What's it? What do they tell people to do? If you want to get in, all you do. Oh, hold on. Phil got a generous tip. Hold on.
Wait,
Oh
what?
boy, late.
50?
Diamond Honda. I went
We'll
from
see.
one
We'll see.
star
Hold on a
bottom
second.
of
He's
the
not
barrel
saying.
to
He's bragging
Diamond
about.
Honda in one day.
He's bragging that he's at 3-star Diamond Honda.
Jax
Of course you-
Raxer. Jax Raxer working that overtime.
I didn't see-
$50 tip.
$50
Him
tip.
Raxer.
Jax Raxer. There we go. There
Good
goes
call,
the car.
Beth. Good call.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be happy until he just runs us all off with this Street Fighter, him being an asshole.
Well, he's gonna get master with Honda. It's just a
He's
matter
gonna
of
get
when.
master with all these characters.
Yeah. Like you only have to reach
not all of
40%.
them. Not all of them, because there are characters in that game he's refusing to play.
No, he
Not
could lose to
gonna
win.
play.
He could lose to win. Doesn't
Right.
matter. He could
No,
lose.
he's
He
not
will
gonna
eventually play with them all. He'll eventually play with them all. Guaranteed.
And I doubt it. I doubt it.
It'll have to keep people interested. They're already getting bored of Street Fighter 6, right?
He's getting bored of Street Fighter 6. What the fuck do you mean?
He just wants to play it and just brag. That's all it is. Is like, look, guys, I'm better than all of you at Street Fighter. I'm like, no one likes a bragger.
Nothing at all. Why do I care about idiots? I don't.
Oh, excuse me.
Who the fuck wants to hang around a bragger that goes like, let's how great I am at Street Fighter? I'm like, let's see how your face feels on the ground.
What's so funny is he says, "Oh yeah, I'm a master now, woohoo!" And he's an inseparable, even more of an inseparable cunt now, despite the fact that there are so many more people who have more characters at master than he does, and he's still a scrub. And he, to quote you, Raven, he's still a bitch.
He will always be a bitch. That's the thing.
Like that's the thing. He's like gonna sit here and go like, I got the master, and that it's only 0 points. Like, fuck off. You're bad at everything else.
Well, he lied about that. The 0.09% is only from the first week of June when the game was out.
Yeah. Now that definitely changed because there's so many more people playing it, and if he can get in, I'm sure it's about like 15%.
No,
they
it's
had to change the
right
MR.
as of July 20th, because it hasn't been updated yet. As of July 20th, it's 1.34%. There's like 15,000 people. There's like 15,000 people that are in Master. It's probably a lot bigger now because the game has become so popular that more people have bought it, more people are playing. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 10-15% at this point.
And it's one of those things. It's like, why don't we try to get to Master, and then we go like, we're Master 2, Phil. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Peace will.
Well, obviously,
Peace will reach Master.
You just played with your scrub troll friends, and you just faked it, and so you're not actually. You just circle jerked yourselves into becoming Master. So somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
but it's like
makes me not want to play the game.
Thunder was the one that pointed out that back in Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter 5, you had to have a 70% win rating to be able to rank to the highest. They've lowered that now to 40-50%.
Oh no, I'm done.
In Street Fighter 5. So more people are going to reach the higher ranks.
Wow.
You could lose like you can win 40% of your matches and still hit Master.
Which is bullshit, but it is what it is on that.
So it doesn't really matter how, like, what's going to come down is the tier system that they're going to bring out for Master rank, and then the legend rank.
Right, and if he's not going to play with these characters that get the Master rank because he gets fucked there, and it's like, all right, bro, you got to prove what, he's like, I'm Master Honda, that means I'm good. And I'm like, no, that just means you play it a lot against these scrubs.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you look at his LP. His LP is so low because he doesn't beat... Like, the one guy on Reddit that said he has a 0% win rating against Master players. So he goes up against a Master, it's an automatic loss for Phil. So he's only at 27,000 LP with Blanca. Then you look at Viscount. Viscount's at 49,000. Like, they're doubling Phil in LP, and that's what you go by off of when you're in Master rank. You go by your LP score.
Right.
So Phil's like the lowest LP score in Master.
Right.
And people
if you
are
tell
going to
him that,
surpass
he's
him.
like, you're just jealous.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're talking about. You're factually incorrect. Factually incorrect. Every single time I hear him say that factually incorrect, I want to punch him in the fucking head.
See what I mean?
Like I said, if he would just play the game and not be this level of dick, it wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
But that's not Phil Burnell.
No, Phil Burnell has to be a dick.
Yeah.
Phil Burnell is a filthy fucking cock.
And it's one of those things. It's like, okay, we need more people in Master so we can go like, we're here. What do you want? Does that mean we're pro fighting game players?
Peace is gonna do it. Out of anybody, I think Peace will be the one to do it.
Out of us, probably.
Yeah. I'm not
Probably
gonna make
first.
Master. Fuck that. I'm not.
I'm gonna
not gonna make
try.
Master.
I
lost
am
to
gonna
Snood.
try.
I'm hanging it up.
I will try to make Master in one team. Chun-Li.
I think the problem, the MR thing about the Master rank is one thing. He's just banking so hard his identity with this. He's like, look guys, I'm so good at this game. I'm like, you're okay at it, but if you just shut the fuck up, it would be better. But he ain't ever gonna shut the fuck up. It's just never gonna happen.
He should just play with Jade already too. Like Phil, it's not that difficult to click invite.
People have said that he doesn't want to because it's a no-win situation for him. If he wins against Jade, he looks like an asshole. If he loses to Jade, he looks like a punk. So that's why he's not playing against him, despite saying he would.
But it's just Jade just wants to play with Phil. That's all Jade cares about.
And
right?
Jade's getting destroyed not playing with Phil. He's the one that gifted the code.
Yeah, for Armored Core.
So stupid. He's
What kind of game is Armored Core?
It's a mech shooter. Yeah.
Oh, it's...
Here's the other problem. Not with that. It's just I don't know. Like for us, we're normal people. We have a limit. Like, does these dens have a limit? Like, I know they're den heads, but you would think their limits would be quite low.
Well, I think one of the problems is possibly Jade's mom just gives in, maybe to Jade, right?
Because he's handicapped and she wants to make her baby boy happy and she wants to get her pills.
Yeah.
Well,
that could be one of the reasons, right? Because Jade, guaranteed, Jade probably didn't go and buy that code himself. His mom bought it for him.
But to give it to Phil, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna play it for 2 streams and go, "I hate the game. This game's bullshit," and then it's gonna go straight into the trash. Where every time he gets a gifted game from someone, Splatoon 3, I don't want to play single player. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that.
He's just keeping me zoned.
And he has no guilt because he didn't pay for the game.
Right. Every time.
Didn't cost him money.
He does that.
He didn't pay for it.
I want to see this.
Wow, that hit me. Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize From Software made it.
Wow,
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised he's not playing it, because he dick rides fucking FromSoft like
No,
crazy,
he said
right?
the thing he said is that he's not a fan of FromSoft, even though he's stated
But he'll
that
shit on any game that copies him.
I think the problem is him being a streamer or whatever the fuck he is. He like shits on things. It's like you can't shit on things, but he will.
Well, that's his whole thing, negativity, right? Like he thinks he's this positive, chill streamer, but in reality, he's just a negative piece of shit all the time. There's nothing.
It's a Souls-like, nice.
Like, it's not
ridiculous.
Like everything he reports on, like the news, is always negative, right? Like, there's no positivity on that stream. Like they were trying to talk to him tonight about Justin Timberlake or something, if you heard earlier, and he fucking shit on him.
What about Justin Timberlake?
I don't know. They were talking about Justin Timberlake, and it feels like I don't give a shit.
Fucking
Like
asshole.
at least give them like something.
Oh, that's funny. Seemingly, when he seemingly brought up when Phil compared Final Fantasy 16 to a Dragon Ball Z game because they meld.
Do they mean Justin Trudeau getting a divorce? Maybe.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau's getting the divorce, not Justin Timberlake.
I looked up Justin Timberlake on the news, and there's nothing really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about in Phil's chat.
Who
All I heard was
fucking
Justin
cared?
Timberlake, and I was just like, Justin Timberlake. I'm like,
I think that is
Do
Dance
you
Mike's-
expect them to get the name right?
Yeah,
of
Justin T. So
yeah.
Trudeau. It's
same thing.
gotta be Justin Trudeau.
The theory is Trudeau is cheating on his wife with like the finance minister or something like that. That's the big theory here in Canada.
No, the rumor I just read it. The rumor is that his wife had cheated on him with Idris Elbas, and
Oh my
he's such
God.
a good-looking man. I might consider him my hall pass.
That's really
Along with Joe Manganiello.
that's really crazy that Canada has to go through that.
Yeah, like you guys have Trump. We got Justin Trudeau. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, like Justin Trudeau was a bitch.
no one got
Trudeau is a
cucked.
fucking punk. Like, he's just.
No one got cucked in the White House though yet.
Well, that you know of yet.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Okay, Bill Clinton, but he was the president.
Well,
Bill
Trump does like to
Clinton
grab
did-
him by the pussy, so I don't know.
I mean,
Ew.
it wasn't, you expect Justin to go out there and do not the wife.
Come on.
Yeah.
He whiffs, I can't punch
Yeah,
him.
but look at Justin and then look at Idris Elba.
Hillary.
Right?
got-
Like, yeah.
I'm thinking
no,
that
Hillary didn't have the affair. It was Bill. Bob.
Hold on,
Who the
I'm
fuck
thinking
is
that
Bob?
Hillary was probably getting some pussy in the White House.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Nah, you're probably right.
I parried. Nope, didn't parry for me. He gets all 3 moves he didn't earn.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. The whole thing is they think it's that Trudeau cheated with the finance minister or something like that.
Well, I lose because of fucking
So
bullshit.
I know it's. I mean, I've heard people like, oh yeah, I got a hall pass. It's like if I had the opportunity with somebody, it'd be, I would go ahead and do it. And I'm like, right now, I do not. I have zero.
My husband's
Interest.
dream girlfriend is Giada Laurentis, the woman from Food Television Network. That's his hall pass.
Oh,
I'm allowed to have a couple.
So skinny.
She's skinny, but she's got a pretty face, so I can, and she cooks, so I can't blame him for that.
nah,
But yeah, my hall pass is Joe Manganiello.
didn't he just recently get divorced too?
Yeah, they're in the process. Him and Sofia Vergara, I was really rooting for them. I try not to put so much hope into celebrity relationships just for this reason, because they don't always work out. But I was really kind of rooting for them because, they just, in the beginning, they looked like a genuinely happy couple. And that's hard to find, period. But especially so when you're both celebrities, both people in the relationship are celebrities. And I was really rooting for them. Plus, they really looked good together. I know, that is such a woman thing. I know, I'll say it before any of you guys do. It's such a woman thing, I get it. But I really was rooting for them. Go ahead, Miss Bear, say it.
What the fuck?
What?
Got my move.
I don't know. I can't. Oh my god. Sorry, my youngest just startled the shit out of me. Sorry for squeaking. Yeah, I'm awake now. Between the monster and you scaring the shit out of me, now I'm really doubly awake. Oh my god. Sorry, guys.
Online lag spammer. What an
between the fans and my headset and how quiet my youngest walks, he startled me. But anyways, I was seeing your box light up, mess around. I'm like, he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something.
No, I have a fan going. I have a fan going, and it's
Okay.
I think that's. I need to adjust it here. So.
No, you're fine. I was just like, he wants to say something about that. I bet.
Yeah, I can't have the AC turned down low because my girlfriend it can be get a little too cold for her, so I just put on the fan.
Oh,
Well, you gotta go cuddle up then. God.
Well, it's not that warm, but it's. I mean, it's not that cold. I mean, in the winter, yeah, I'm the space heater, so.
God damn these scrubs. Online lag scrub. No, I'm not rematching.
But yeah, it's
You fucking asshole. 130 milliseconds.
Yeah, no, I knew Hall Pass is not risking any of that bullshit. It's like even if a girl comes up and says, "Oh yeah, you want to have," it's like if they were like, "Oh, with my friend" or something like that, and no jealousy. It's like bullshit. This is a trap. Fuck you.
Guys, we're almost
Yeah.
This
Oh
ain't
yeah.
happening.
Oh yeah.
I would never act
Definitely.
on it, but sometimes, there's having a little innocent fantasy isn't gonna hurt anybody. It's acting upon it that could be the problem.
Gray Fox, he's
Well,
been
here.
pretty salty
So-
tonight.
Heather, you're on Discord, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so went to my girlfriend's from Minnesota, so we went on a little trip up there over the July 4th weekend, and so she was like, we were going out and having summer activities, and so just saying, yeah, no,
Gray Fox.
no, it's like when that comes, no hall pass.
Yeah.
No need. Just
Throw through headbutt. Of
Is it gonna go through?
Walk up. Throw. Amazing.
Oh, you don't have my new name. I think you have my old account, which I
is it
lost.
Sweet potato?
No, I'm Tired Tater now.
Oh,
I couldn't log back into my old account.
how do I
gonna-
find you?
Jam.
Are
I
you
don't
on the-
know. They got rid of the numbers, so
Should be in the. It
just
should
look-
be in the chat. It should be in the right on Discord.
Oh wait, that's right. Duh, that's
Yeah.
right. Hold on. You're right here.
Send me
I think we're all
friend
getting a little
request.
tired tonight. We're all getting a little tired.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Except
1 o'clock
me,
in the
I'm
morning.
wired.
Well, yeah, you've been
Oh,
drinking energy drinks all night.
Only one.
I'm on 200 milligrams right now, so
You're feeling sleepy. Yeah, I'll be
I don't know,
awake
these-
for everybody.
these new edibles that I have here, they're not very good.
I didn't jump forward. That's it, I'm done.
I gotta get something stronger. I don't think they're properly dosed.
There you go.
I'll take a giant combo. I don't know if this will kill her, but this is gonna be a giant damage here. It killed her. Wow. The Hail Mary whiff.
Oh, you got that? Cool. All right. So,
Okay, yeah, I could see why you don't need a hall pass.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Can't do anything.
Oh, but what's crazy is that we went to this place called Detroit Lakes, where
Oh, stuff.
some of her family lives, and she went out. We went out to the lake with her and her cousin over there, and there's like
Basically, again, everything
no
we do
family
is
resemblance
once she's standing
whatsoever.
next to me, all her normal stuff, everything I do, including headbutt. So I
It's
have
bizarre. Did you get that one?
Let me see. Oh yeah.
See? Can't block.
Wow.
Turn it. No, just throw something
Yeah.
random out. Can't block online. Okay. Amazing.
Nice.
It's really weird, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's nice.
Free combo, but I have to work my ass off
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. So no, I'm not fucking that one up. It's like he's like, oh, you want to do something? He's like, you're trying to trick me. Don't you dare! You're no, absolutely not.
Yeah, there's sometimes when you just know that if you, it's like a girl asking her guy if he still thinks she's cute, you know it's a trap one way or another.
Or if they try to say, do you want to try an open relationship? That means she's either fucked someone or she wants to fuck someone.
That's my brother.
I
That's
believe-
my brother. My brother's in that, and that's
My husband
No.
and I, we do have an open relationship for reasons I won't get into, but it's mutual. It's
Do anything, I lose. Combo in the corner.
beneficial in ways that I really can't get into on the stream.
What the fuck?
That's
I'll
okay.
ju-
It's okay.
but you know,
Another second throw. What the, this is
yeah.
shit. It's not
Yeah,
even
I'll
fun.
just leave it at
and it's usually because the woman will think that the guy's not going to be able to get anything, and she's going to have free reign of everyone she wants, and then she'll just close it up when she's scratched her itch.
That's
Yeah.
my
No,
brother.
no. Okay, I'll come out and say it. For me,
No,
I'm fine with
no.
talking
You don't
about
have to.
it.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
This is not a restraining order kind of moment. I'm fine. Basically, over the time, my sex drive kind of just has fallen off. But I didn't want my husband to go without because of that. So we talked, and I agreed to let him have a girlfriend, so he can.
Random kick, counter hit,
You know.
monster combo, no effort.
Okay.
Find fulfillment.
You're a glorious woman, Heather.
No effort to
Thank you.
any of this gameplay.
Yeah.
It's just easy mode
And
shit.
I'm not looking for any guys or gals on the side right now. You know, maybe over time that might be something that we might discuss, but right now this is what works for us, and I'm perfectly content with that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But
Yeah, all the guys right away.
Alright, cool.
Okay, cool.
It's ridiculously stupid. It's
Really open.
absolutely
I mean,
ridiculously fucking
I just didn't feel like
Give me some skill, please.
at first
I mean,
I
as
was like, is
long
this
as it-
even something that should be discussed on the stream? And then I'm like, oh yeah, why not? We talk about everything else.
we do. Like we look at talk about Phil. Like look at Phil and Cyrax.
Yeah.
Like
We are happy vicious. Actually, this year is going to be our 29th anniversary,
holy shit!
right?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Like I'm gonna after stream. I'm probably gonna go watch, see if there's anything going on with Cyrax. Anything new today? I watched the base
can't-
shaman one earlier, where he was where he's picking the fight with the cops again. And it was just like, oh god.
There's only one person who I find less watchable than Cyrax, and that's Cobes. I can't watch either of them.
Cobes just makes me sick to my stomach.
He's disgusting. Is he the one who's a product of inbreeding, or is that Cyrax?
Both, I think.
Both?
Yeah, like well, his dad was supposedly a PDF file. Was in prison for like 20 years. Lives up in Alaska. And
Isn't that Cyrax?
yeah, that's Cyrax. Now Cobes, I think it's like his dad and his mom. They're like cousins or something like that.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. No, I'm not
Wait,
too
didn't-
certain on
didn't-
that. Cobes.
Oh, that's right. Cobes' dad had to fight in court to get custody of him. Because his
Custody
mom
of
was
him,
crazy.
yeah.
So
That was
his
it, yeah.
Dad is, so his dad stuck his dick in crazy.
That sounds like a common issue with all these people. Somebody
Because
stuck something in crazy.
Because crazy bitches are really fucking horny, and they act like they are, and they will typically go that extra mile in order to please their target or their man, and the guys are like, okay, and they don't even think about the consequences, or they think, well, my girl is the one who acts like that and isn't crazy. All the other ones who do it are crazy, but the one that I'm fucking isn't crazy. So, and then you get the
I've
same
dodged
cycle
that
of
bullet. I've dodged that bullet many times. Like
Yeah,
the
it's-
last one, or not the last one, but the one before that, I knew right away. I was just like, and she wanted it, and I was just like, yeah, no.
I mean, it's usually for me, it's not the girls aren't crazy. You could just tell that they just want money, or they just want to buy things, and then basically it's buy them things and then they'll bounce or
Guess who got lucky?
do some bullshit, and it's like, yeah, I'm not falling for that. So it's like if you want to be, it's like you're not automatically a queen. I'm the king, and there's no queen without the king. And you gotta treat me like the king, and you gotta act right if you want to be in the relationship. You're not going to automatically just be showered with shit for nothing just by your existence. Your existence does not give you access to my resources that you've done nothing to earn. And if they want to bitch about it, I can just get up and walk away. I don't have to talk to you anymore. I'm not going to force you to do anything either.
I sound like I'm 25. Oh, thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, Heather sounds.
I sound young.
I've heard people making deals, not that, but like that, and it is very commendable. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Or like prenups and stuff like that?
Nah, just more other fucked up things. It's just like sometimes people do stuff and you're like, ah, yeah, you did this fucked up thing and I'll forgive you because it's pointless to keep going on.
Well,
Seemingly odd. You want to hear something cute that my youngest said to me? If a 20, I forget how old he was when he said it, but a 20-something said, he told me, I was going through, I'm a weird period where I was just really above and beyond weird, and I apologized to him. I said, I'm sorry that I've been so weird lately. He's like, Mom, you're not weird, you're just quirky. Quirky. So he is so sweet. I got a couple sweet guys.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, I'm quirky. I'm not crazy. I'm quirky. I need that on a shirt. I'm not crazy, just quirky.
Just have it made. Get it made on Teespring and then sell it.
Oh yeah, hey.
Random, but where's Phil? Phil is about to end or will end?
He's about to end, yeah. I think he's going.
He's at 5-star diamond now, bragging.
That is so fucking annoying.
He's gonna play Honda until he hits Master.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do. But it's been the exact same thing. Headbutt, grab, dash rush, grab, random super.
One of my best days overall, especially with a character I don't know what I'm doing.
That's not gonna work in Master at all.
He's not gonna play in Master. That's the thing, right? He's just gonna go up to Diamond. He's gonna get Master, and that's it. Stop. Next character.
Okay, so is random super a legitimate phrase or a move or something like
that?
For
him, it's random.
For him, it's random, but all he's doing is he's just mashing super until it comes out.
Okay.
That's all he's doing. Like, it's not...
It's like what he was doing with Blanca.
Yeah. He gets in trouble and he just starts rapid firing super. That's all he does.
So it seems like when he's saying it, it's the quote-unquote random super is they're just trying to get it out, and it just so happens to catch him when he's blocking, and it does a lot of damage. That for him, that seems like it's a random super.
Yeah, that's... Anytime a super hits him, it's random, basically, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't want that. They didn't actually want to do that. They were just guessing. So...
Like, I don't know how you guess. Like, I'm trying to plan it out while I'm watching their character, seeing what they're doing. So it's not random.
All right. So,
like, I'm planning it out what I want to do.
A very supportive day, plus a fun day with Honda. I hope everyone enjoys the game.
A very supportive day, Phil. You got, like, fucking tips. Whatever.
How much? Oh, Cock gave him 50.
Yeah, Jax Raxer gave him 50 at the end there.
Did he get a game tracker? Oh, he did, yeah.
He got $30. Yeah, he got it this afternoon.
By the way, thank you to Anticlimax.
I was gonna ask how much. I don't even know what Game Tracker does to warrant all this money.
Game Tracker? Maybe he works at the glue factory with Slayer. Who knows?
It's just $30 to give to this dude. I don't even want to give $30 to fucking OnlyFans hoes. Like, let alone every Street Fighter stream.
What is he at? Who Peace had it tracked. He's something like over $2,000 or whatever in like the last month.
Okay. Guys, that is it for
from
tomorrow.
Game Tracker alone.
Thank you all. So like I just said, tomorrow is variety.
Right.
Tomorrow, no Street Fighter. The first stream tomorrow is the conclusion of Final Fantasy 16. All right.
Conclusion of Final Fantasy 16, the game he hates.
Tomorrow, Final Fantasy 16. Thankfully, so we can do other games, which is
Go back and finish Diablo 4, Phil.
And then, it's going to be here. We go.
You guys still watching that DSP guy?
We always watch DSP, Jamie. This is my buddy Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
He gets me weed. He gets me weed.
Hey, where's my weed?
On my website, feel free.
You can't ship to the States.
Oh, I can't ship. You can't ship to me. It's and on top of it, it's not legal here. When we were talking about moving, I asked my husband if edibles were legal, and he's like, "No, pot's not legal here." I'm like, "Damn."
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. I might have to have my friend from Washington State smuggle me some.
I'll be doing an order from you, Jamie, here right away, too.
Oh, whatever.
So I got my last pills today.
Street Fighter ranked daytime stream and the premiere
Pog?
of Chrono Trigger on the
It is
late
Pog.
stream. If I can get it working, I guess we'll see.
I'm pretty high.
I as well am inebriated.
You sound very relaxed, Jamie. Just like you're not going to feel any pain.
That'd be amazing, but I guess we'll see. All right, guys, thank
Feeling
you so
pretty
much.
good.
Enjoy your evenings.
Man, I miss that feeling. I used to get high in high school. Sorry, Meth. Don't listen. Plug your fingers in. Put your fingers in your ears. But yeah, in high school, I used to smoke pot, and that was the most wonderful feeling. Just not feeling much of anything.
Well, I didn't start doing pot till I was 38.
Except hungry.
Did you have like really weak ass weed back in the day though?
Skunk weed was really prevalent when I was in high school. This is like or late 80s, early 90s. No, late 80s.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the weed back then was, I mean, they weren't really getting into the
hybrids and everything.
Yeah, the hybrids and upping the
Yeah.
THC levels to where you just had like sheets of sticky dropping off the buds and everything, like on these Indo Kushes. I think that a lot of the varieties back then were, the THC levels were maybe like 5%.
We had like
max.
indica and a few other strands that were really popular where I'm from,
Yeah.
and then a lot of skunk weed.
Yeah. Oh, so you're
We-
from California originally.
Yeah, I'm
right?
from the San Diego area
San Diego,
originally.
Yeah, I mean, the variety that you probably had back then was probably like really low THC content.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Jamie could get
so-
you some coma cones and you'd be right out.
some
Ugh.
Amsterdamnesia,
Gummies.
purple
Yeah,
nightmare.
I need to find a way to get some. Like I said, they're not legal here, and I'm not looking to get arrested.
Where do you live? What state?
Florida.
It'd be fine.
I
Quick
could
knock
get
with some kids.
Actually, I could get it if I had a medicinal marijuana, which I could probably do for my anxiety.
In
Just
Florida,
We have a dispensary near us, but you need a medical card.
all you do is go to the dispensary and ask the bud tender what doctor prescribes license, and usually it's right next door, and you go over and he's like, ooh, you look like you're having a bad back. Is your back hurting? And you're like, ooh, it's been hurting real bad, doc. And then he gives you the card right on the spot.
I'd rather, as tempting as that is, I'd rather do it legitimately.
He's a real doctor. He's a
Or
real
you just
doctor.
move-
Yeah.
Just move to Canada. There, problem solved.
Well, no, I mean,
there we go.
Heather, if you say that you have a legitimate anxiety, if you just say that, then that's enough. Like
Yeah.
over here in Venice Beach, you literally have places where there were signs above the door saying come in and get your medical card, and they'll hook you up with a doctor over it would be remotely. They might be in fucking India or something, or somewhere in some other state, and they will just go ahead and fax over or email over an authorization, and you get your medical marijuana card.
It's all
So-
legit.
Yeah.
It's all legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
I-
literally, it would be like almost every building would have. I mean, you would go churros, tattoos, the same T-shirts, and get your medical marijuana card. You would just repeat that down the boardwalk. So
Yeah.
Or you can go find some kids skateboarding and ask them for some dope.
Yeah, that could do that too.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to be an adult buying weed from a kid, that's gonna get you.
Hello,
thrown in
fellow
jail.
children.
Hello, fellow kid.
Hello, fellow kids.
I hear you have some marijuana. May I purchase some of this illicit substances?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, Phil's out. I'm pretty high. I think Jamie's pretty high, or inebriated. Meth, you gonna go cuddle with your girl?
Yeah, that's about that time. So when I was doing it a little earlier before this, so I had to spend time and then came and just.
And Raven, you got hoodlum hours going?
Oh, he dropped.
He dropped? Okay.
Yeah, and he dropped.
It's Raven.
Oh, you got yours, Big Glow? What state are you in, if I can ask?
Who? Me?
Dayglow in chat. On stream here. Legion event is starting. Want to get some experience. But I think we'll end it there.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Dayglow, I'll talk to you about it later. Because I need to start keying down all this cap. Oh shit! It's almost 1 a.m. here. We'll talk later.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night.